Check, check. Check, check. Did I do this right? Oh, I was trying to time. I was trying to time the 15-second countdown with the music ending. I was pretty close. I was about 3 or 4 seconds off. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Steak back with the Cubs hat today. Not intentional, I'm sure, but that's okay. What's up, Thrasher? Been a long time. How we doing? Thrasher comes out of the woodwork whenever the Baltimore Ravens get their second victory. Also, I have some thoughts on the Ravens.
Good. I hope you do.
Yeah. You want me to tell you what they are now, or should I wait?
You should.
I should wait. Look at this. Penguins.eth. Good morning. What's up, Penguins.eth? The first commenter in the Twitter chat. Good to see you. We got a little bit of a slow start here. That's okay. It's 10:04 in the morning. Go ahead, Steak. What are you about to say?
You know what Penguins.eth reminds me of? Did you see that post that was like, I bought this NFT for $32,000 and now it's worth $0. You remember NFTs?
Bro, I lost money in NFTs.
Of course you did. I think everybody did. Right? If you
did
bought
you?
NFT, you lost money. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Not $32,000.
No. My buddy, I think sometimes he watches the stream, although I think he's on vacation right now in Bermuda, so I don't know if he is or not. But yeah, there was an NFT. There was like a cat, and you like milked it. Then you did all these things, and he was like, "Yo, this is gonna be worth a lot of money. This is like the next big thing." Because like the apes were huge.
Yeah, there was like ape that I think got up to like almost $1 million at some point.
Yeah. I sent him like $2 or $3 grand. I was like, all right, fuck it. He's like, I'll monitor the cat. I'll milk the cat. And then like a couple weeks went by. I was like, how's our cat doing? He's like, not good. I've talked about this before, but like Top Shot and NFTs definitely have taken some of my coin. Cash the Milky Coffee from Steak. Let's say hi to a few people here and let some more join, and then we'll get going and bring Beeve up. What's up, YouTube? How we doing? Twitter, good morning. What's up, Miguel? Firsty, how are we? Good morning, Packers. Yeah, nice play on the Packers. Don't ask me why I took the first half. Don't ask me why. Did you ever play in that game?
No, I can't believe the first half. It's weird, but I guess hindsight's 2020.
Well, you know what I told myself? I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm not sweating the game, and I like the Packers in the game, and this is just what I do. This is just how I roll, and I hate myself, but I was like, oh yeah, you didn't tweet anything about it yet.
Nah, I'm waiting for Pickett to see how they want to use it. Jordan
Love masterclass. You popped your cherry.
Popped my masterclass cherry. 10-1. Jordan Love most passing yards.
Let's go, Steak. That's a good one. Nice job. I think. I don't think I went 0 for 3, but losing Saquon with 150 yards rushing kind of sucks. I think James Cook had like 200 and something.
216 in 2.5 quarters.
Bro, the Panthers defense is wild.
It is. Crazy.
We'll talk about all that. Let's say hello, and then we're going to get into the recaps. Again, we got Beef joining us here today, which should be fun. What's up, Chewy? Yep. DJ and eggs, please. No eggs today. I got to fly out, so I had to go grocery shop, and I got to leave this afternoon. I got to head back to Florida for some family stuff. We probably will not be streaming tomorrow. We'll give you an update on our schedule a little bit later. I'll put it in the Discord. We'll put it in the we'll put it on Twitter and whatnot. So we'll recap today's games. We'll talk Monday Night Football. Looking forward to it. Jizzy, I already gave those guys shout outs. 10. What does that say?
10-1s go on the fridge.
10-1s go on the fridge. Yeah. Is that good? Is that a good thing?
10-1. Jordan Love. Jeez,
no, I know. But like putting it on the fridge, is that a good thing or an insult?
What do you think, bro? What do you put on the fridge? If your kid gets an F, do you put it on the fridge, or do you put your kid gets an A?
I put magnets. Like I went to Maine, Portland, Maine, and I put a magnet on there. So it's like, that's all I got. But yeah, it's good. Panthers run defense.
Beeve up here.
Panthers run defense was like top 5-10 in the league before that game, I think. That's fucking crazy. Spoke with the Steelers fans before the game. Steelers are putting belt to ass on Jordan Love. Absolutely trash. Well. Yeah. Steak, what is your hat? Love it. Cubs. Actually, I should have made Corn guess.
Yeah, he would have got it.
All right, let's get these games going. I'm going to pull the tabs up. Let's get Beeve up here and change the monitors. Beeve, good morning to you. Central Time. Thanks for joining us. Is it 9:07?
9:07. Early.
What's the jersey in the middle of your wall?
That one or this
Dennis
one?
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
You have a Dennis Rodman jersey?
Favorite player growing up.
Dennis
Rodman.
I respect that. But you weren't a Bulls fan.
No, just Dennis Rodman.
Who's your favorite basketball team?
I don't have one.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured.
I just hate the NBA hater.
Oh, be careful! Don't say that too loud.
I know. Stakes
an NBA show, not an NBA show.
No, it's not that, but I know Steak sometimes thinks that I'm trying to like lean into being an NBA hater because it's like
I've always been an NBA hater. Always. Everyone knows. My friends have known that forever. Like I hate the NBA,
which is interesting because you played basketball. So
love college basketball, obsessed with college basketball. Hate the NBA.
Yeah,
I think it's bad basketball.
It is now. I love the NBA when I was younger, but I don't love it anymore. What's up, Matthew Frosty? Good morning. Taking Cowboys over is just as free as fuck. Yep, sure is. The Lion is awake. Yep. OH, what's up? This ain't Book of Beef. Yeah, Chewy does get to come on stream and recap the Bulls. We were going to get him on here first, but I don't think he's up yet. So we'll let Chewy sleep in, and he will come on after. So Beeve, myself, Steak, we're going to run through the board. Looking forward to having Beeve's perspective on some of these games. Gentlemen, let me just go ahead and get ahead of it. I was very corp yesterday after prop talk. I didn't get back home till about 5:15, and I think I watched maybe the end of the second quarter on from the 4:00 games. Unfortunately, the NFL is just never going to give us more than 3 or 4 games. I was hoping that Baker was going to save us. He didn't. We got some fireworks in the Broncos game, but then, of course, we had the fucking Titans-Colts, which was pretty ugly. But I'm going to lean on you guys for a lot of the 1 p.m. Trash, I guess I would call it, because it was pretty ugly. And, Steak, we talked about in prop talk. I was like looking at the 1:00 board. I was like, man, this is gross. You're like, I feel like you've said that like 4 weeks in a row. I think the best game of the afternoon slate was the Jets-Bengals.
But it was only interesting for the last 4 minutes.
Yeah,
right, because
last 4 minutes. The fourth quarter was great. The other 3 quarters are terrible.
So the Bengals were winning this game. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and just start there. Also, was this Greg's best bet?
Yes, Jets.
Yep. Good job. Good job, Greg, on his best bet. Steak, good job. You had the Texans. We'll talk about them in a little bit. I had the Browns. Shit wager. 3-week streak comes to an end, of course, because I tweeted about it. All right. Jets win this game 39-38. They get shut out in the first quarter. They wake up in the second, but still the Bengals are up in this game going into the fourth quarter. I'm doing the math right now. Is that 31-16? And somehow, some way, the Jets outscore the Bengals in the fourth quarter 23-7 and win the game 39-38. Before I break down the stats, Steak, how bad is it for the Bengals?
I mean, it's really bad. It's not just that happened. Like, it happened worse to the Giants last week, but at least you're playing the Broncos in Denver. Letting this happen at home, bro, your fans, in front of your fans, letting the Jets come back and beat you this way, I almost think is worse somehow with Justin Fields playing fucking quarterback. I have no idea how it happened, but the Bengals defense is fucking horrible.
Somehow, some way, Justin Fields had 244 passing yards, 31 of 32, a touchdown, no interceptions, 67 QBR. Mr. Flacco had a 47. Chase Brown, 12 carries, 73 yards, finally gets in the end zone. He got in twice. He scored on a receiving catch as well. But I heard this when I was listening to a little bit of Pardon My Take. I couldn't believe it. 9 different receivers caught the ball for the Jets. Yeah. And shame on me because I said to myself, I want to fade the Bengals run defense because it's so bad. Instead of taking Breece Hall, you said on Prop Talk, it's Breece Hall. I went Justin Fields. How does this motherfucker have 11 carries for 31 yards? How does a running quarterback average 2.8 yards per carry?
As someone who had his touchdown score, it was really annoying to watch in the red zone because he just would not even think about running. And then every 2-point conversion, it was an instant scramble to his right and score every single time. Was, the most annoying thing to watch ever.
So Beef, did you have anything in this game other than Justin Fields?
I had the Jets, and I did say on stream the Jets were going to win outright, but I also said the Browns would win outright, so take that for what you will.
Yeah.
It was just like the prime Justin Fields in that fourth quarter. It looked really easy to do whatever he wanted. And you knew one of those games was going to go on like that. Like every game felt like a blowout. Like one of those teams is going to blow it. I did not think it was going to be the Bengals, but that defense is just pathetic.
I thought when this game started, I was like, well, I knew there was going to be some dupings for those touchdown favorites, but also at the same time, I was like begging for chaos. We got it with Miami. It didn't happen with the Bears. It didn't happen with the Browns. It didn't happen with the Giants. It had to be that second team. And there's just no way I thought to myself that the Jets would come back late in the game. Again, just following this from afar on my phone. They rushed for 254 yards, 6.9 yards per carry. Absolutely insane. And the takeaway here for the Jets is the owner calling them out. Justin Fields had that quote. I thought my tweet was kind of funny, but again, some of them fall flat, where he was quoting a Vanessa Carlton song. He was like in his closet crying. And I'm wondering now, and I said this in our group chat, Steak, and you turned it down. You shot it down immediately. I have the Jets under 4.5 wins. Am I fucked?
Let's ask Beef. Beef, how dumb of a text is this to send in your group chat after the Jets win their first game to go to 1-7? DGen says he lost his Jets under 4.5 win total bet.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Wait, why doesn't that make any sense?
How the fuck are they going to go? You think the Jets are now going to go 4-5 for the rest of the season?
I don't know that have you seen their schedule? It's really easy.
I don't know what's up with those East Coast teams. Why do they all have the easiest schedule ever?
Yeah. Beef, you're right. The Bills have a crazy easy schedule.
The worst team by a wide margin. Thank
you. That's what I'm saying. The Jets are the easy schedule. They're the team on your schedule. Yeah. That's the easy team. They don't have an easy schedule.
It can't be that easy unless they're playing like the Browns. I won't even say the Panthers anymore.
There's Browns. They could be playing that they'll be favored against. Go ahead. Tell us the Jets schedule.
The Browns, after a bye at home. The Browns are home merchants.
Now they win that one.
All right.
They're going to lose.
At the Patriots, at the Ravens. Those are not easy.
2 easy L's.
Falcons at home. Dolphins at home. At the Jags, at the Saints. And then the Patriots, Bills.
There's a chance. I mean, he's not
Thank
wrong.
you.
No.
The worst teams possible.
They have to beat the bad teams and still probably upset 2 good teams. I promise you it's not happening. It is.
Okay. I'm just saying, though, I don't think I knew in my head they have an easy schedule. And so that's why I was like, fuck, getting this win. Now they only need to go 4-5 with their soft schedule. And it could rejuvenate them going into.
The Saints are trying to lose. So that might be a guaranteed.
I concur.
It's starting to feel that way.
And playing the Patriots and Bills in week 17 and 18, you never know if they might rest their starters. So that would also suck too. Auto Gelato and Shamway with sub bangs. Appreciate that. The Bengals are dead. They're dead. 3-5. It was cute for a little while. I'll admit Cam's money gave me some shit when I was trashing the Joe Flacco trade. I mean, their offense is doing what they wanted it to do, but this defense is just awful. Beav, you got anything on the Bengals
for like this season?
Yeah, did you? Because some people bought into when Joe Burrow went down, they bought into either Jake Browning or Joe Flacco.
I liked Flacco for the fact that I knew he'd be watchable, but I still think they're gonna be good. The defense is so bad. It's not like Flacco is unreal. I only have two total bets in the year. They're both one is so dead.
You're lagging pretty. Is he lagging for you, Steak? Yeah. Beav, I don't know what happened, but you're lagging pretty bad.
Good or no?
No, it's still pretty bad.
I'll leave and come back.
All right.
So here's my takeaway real quick.
Okay.
Is Jake Browning the worst quarterback ever, or is the Browns offense the worst offense ever? Because I know I'm not saying Joe Flacco looked amazing, but the fact that the Bengals can come in and do this, it's like, 78 points in 2 games with Joe Flacco after being completely inept. And then you got the fucking Browns. Bro, the Browns got 5 sacks from Myles Garrett yesterday. 5 sacks from one guy, and you can't be competitive. And Dylan Gabriel looks like he's dog shit. I don't even care. When he completes a pass, I'm not impressed because nothing about Dylan Gabriel looks good. And I'm starting to wonder if it's this shitty Browns offense and they're just quarterback killers.
Well, it is hard to say that because the Browns were also the team that when Joe Flacco was there, they went to the playoffs.
Yeah, I know. But he looked really bad this year.
Yeah. Let's get Beef back up here. All right. Let's segue into that. Let's segue into the Browns. This was my best bet. As I was following this and I saw that the Browns scored a touchdown on their first drive, I honestly thought that's all they really need, because get a couple field goals, lean into the defense. It was a dream start to go up 7-3. I thought they were going to win this game 16-10 or something like that. I really like the Browns. And then I quickly realized how much betting on a team with Dylan Gabriel sucks. But that's no excuse because I don't want to take away what the Patriots were able to do against this Browns defense. Drake May, 282 passing yards. They ran the ball for 5 yards per carry, 35 carries, 177 yards. And the Patriots win this game 32-13, and it goes over as well. 21 third quarter points. Beeb, we can switch it up and start with you. What you had the Browns as well. What's your takeaway from this game?
I mean, I only had two 2-unit plays. That was one of them. I don't know. I don't know what Dylan Gabriel did to earn that starting spot, but he is just a tough watch at all times. He's scared. Yeah. He's also just, I can't stand, like, the amount of talent you have to be a short quarterback in the NFL. You got to have a lot of talent. There's not many people that can do it, which is why none of the short quarterbacks end up being any good. He's just a tough watch. I would love for it to be Shedeur time. Myles Garrett, I think, just deserves better. He's got to get the fuck out of there. Like, that franchise has just bent him over. Defense is played decent. Like, that first half was really good. I still don't know. Drake May is just unreal, and I just keep fading him and keep losing.
Yeah, he might be the fucking MVP. I guess my problem with Dylan Gabriel is Dylan Gabriel doesn't even have a high ceiling. You know, like when you watch Cam Ward and you're like, Cam Ward sucks, but I could see Cam Ward being good. He has the potential to be good. Dylan Gabriel sucks, and you can't even see Dylan Gabriel being good. Like, Dylan is broke Tua. That's literally what Dylan Gabriel is. It's like Dylan Gabriel's best could be Tua. That's a fucking horrible ceiling to have. So Shedeur Sanders must be really bad, or they don't want to deal with the fucking drama that comes with Shedeur Sanders.
I think Gabriel and Tua might actually, like, the next lefty short Hawaiian quarterback may never get a chance at anything because how bad they are.
Yeah, that's a very good point. It's funny because, like, Dylan Gabriel in college, I felt like it was so apparent where some guys just work in college and you know that they're not going to work in the NFL. And it was so obvious that Dylan Gabriel is kind of that guy that I think even during the draft, when the Browns drafted him, I'm trying to find did he go in the 3rd round? Does that sound about right?
5th.
Oh, he went in the 5th round?
I thought so. Am I wrong?
He was like 4 picks above Shedeur. Not 4 picks, but like the same round as Shedeur, just ahead of him.
Yeah, Dylan went first.
I'm wrong. Sorry, Cam said he went.
Yeah, first. He got drafted first, and I remember the majority of people in the like draft scene were kind of like, "Oh, that's interesting. What an odd choice." And then it was even weirder to draft in Shedeur. However, I kind of understand because if you're the Browns, you so desperately need a quarterback, and your roster is actually kind of loaded outside of receiver. Like, they really fucking need a receiver. I'm sorry, but Jerry Jeudy is awful. I don't know what's going on, but I remember, Steak, we talked about this, I think in the offseason, there was like some speculation of, they're intentionally not, they don't want Shedeur to look good. I don't know if you remember that. They're not calling pass plays, the same plays for Gabriel. They're not playing him with the ones in like preseason. And we were like, why? It's so stupid to accuse the Browns of being racist or something. They fucking drafted him. If they don't switch from Dylan Gabriel, I'm not saying they're racist, but like something weird is happening. And the only thing I can think of is they're trying to lose games. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, you can't call a franchise racist that gave Deshaun Watson hundreds of millions of dollars.
Correct.
With a bunch of open sexual assault cases.
Correct.
You just can't do it. You can't say people are racist for not drafting Shedeur when Cam Ward went number 1. You just can't say it. You could say a lot of things. You could say people don't like him, his dad, whatever. But the racism card is absolutely insane.
Was he inactive yesterday, or did I read that? Did I get fake banged?
No, I think he was. I think he was inactive.
So who else did they have at quarterback?
Who was the backup quarterback? Yeah.
Had to have been Pickett, right?
No, is he there?
He's not there. He's not there.
He was on the Raiders, wasn't he? Didn't he get traded to the Raiders?
He was out with a back injury. Soft
Zappy. I did not know he was still there.
God. Well, look, the only thing I can really think of is actually I can't think of anything. I can't think of anything. What is going on behind the scenes that says we're going to war every week with Dylan Gabriel?
I could think of something. They don't want to deal with the circus that will come with it.
That's it then. But why draft him?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I have heard that like there's a conflict between Stefanski and I think the GM. I forget his name. It's not Andrew Barry. Is it? Is Andrew Barry? Is that the GM for the Browns?
I'm not
sure.
But
I don't think Stefanski wanted Shedeur, but the GM did. So they're potentially like butting heads. I just don't get it, man, because this guy is not good. The other thing I will say is this: Beeve, you mentioned like they got to get Garrett out of there. He had his chance to get out of there, and he chose to stay.
Yeah, but also the franchise told him like we're going to be better, like we're going to get you talent, and they just got him no one. I mean, they basically just lied to him. Like they said we're going to get other guys, and they got nobody. I mean, literally nobody.
Literally, they only drafted quarterbacks and running backs. They drafted 3 running backs and 2 quarterbacks, and they're not good enough for that. And DJ nailed it. Jerry Jeudy's a fucking horrible wide receiver.
Oh, he's so awful.
Yeah, I don't know why. I bet on him, I think, like 3 out of the 7 weeks to score, and it's just the worst bet of all time. If you're going to bet a Browns guy, it's got to be Fannin or Njoku. That's literally all he can throw to. I think that's the only people he can see. Like, I think Judy's not tall enough for him to be able to see him.
He does not throw the ball to wide receivers. You're right.
Does Kevin Stefanski get any blame for this?
He sucks.
Okay.
He sucked on the Vikings, too.
Okay. Steak, you say something about Stefanski because then I want to go.
I want to put him on my list. I have a Steaks list of coaches that I think might stink that people don't realize yet. Number 1 on the list is DeMeco Ryans, even though the Texans won. I think DeMeco Ryans might stink. I think Kevin Stefanski might stink. And I think seeing Joe Flacco be much better in Cincinnati sort of tells you that. And I'm not saying Dylan Gabriel's good, but I think whatever the offensive game plan is for the Browns, I think it fucking stinks. And Quinshon Judkins got hurt. I don't know if you guys saw that. So they're just going to get worse. Like they'll be worse.
Is Kevin O'Connell on that list very soon?
If next year though,
yeah.
If we look like we look this year, then yes, bro.
Yeah.
The whole offensive line is just dead.
I get that. But me and you both know he's been ass this year. His play calls are ass.
Awful.
I do want to say I have been ringing the bell on Stefanski being a shit coach for a couple years, and I've made a couple videos too on Twitter about it. And you really get a lot of pushback because I don't know if you guys know this. He's won a Coach of the Year award. I actually think he's even won 2. I still don't think that means anything, and I'll tell you why. Matt Nagy won Coach of the Year. I'm sick of this Coach of the Year bullshit. I don't think Kevin Stefanski is that good of a coach, nor does he do anything that great for the offense. But it sucks because it's like, I guess you give him he has an excuse because he doesn't have a quarterback or he doesn't have this. Like, I'm just kind of over it. I don't think Stefanski, and I don't think Zach Taylor's very good.
There's a lot of bad coaches in that division.
There is.
You could argue Mike Tomlin's kind of shit now too.
Jason Garrett won Coach of the Year.
Oh my God, I forgot all about that one. Put Zach Taylor, 100%. I bet Zach Taylor to be the first coach fired the year the Bengals won the Super Bowl or went to the Super Bowl. So
wait, can I tell you guys the Coach of the Years? Can I tell you the last?
Yep.
Kevin O'Connell, obviously me and Beeb just mentioned he goes on a list. Brian Dable, Kevin Stefanski twice, Matt Nagy, Jason Garrett, Ron Rivera multiple times.
Oh my God.
Bruce Arians and Marvin Lewis.
There's just not many good coaches that stay good coaches forever. Like Andy Reid is one of them. Shanahan's probably one of them. Like there's not, you can only name a handful that are good all the time.
McVay.
Yeah.
No,
McVay.
He's not the worst in the league. Absolutely not. But I don't think he's a good coach.
No, overrated. We're talking about overrated coaches.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, Riverboat Ron was awful. Okay. Yeah. I mean, look, a lot of people, we say it, coaches get too much credit when they win, too much blame when they lose, but it's very easy to look like a good coach if you have good players. And for the most part, I mean, in football, if you have a good quarterback, it's going to hide a lot of your what you're not skilled at doing coaching wise. And that's what Cam Newton did for Ron. I don't really know that Kevin Stefanski's really had anybody that good. Now that I think about it, I mean, Baker was okay. Someone just said he beat Tomlin in a playoff game. Sure. Those are some pretty bad Steelers teams, though, towards the end of Roethlisberger's
Everyone
career.
beats Tomlin in a playoff game, though.
Pretty sure the Steelers were double-digit dogs in a playoff game against the Chiefs. Like, that's
they were.
All right, let's keep moving. So that was my best bet. We did Greg's best bet. Steak, let's talk about your best bet. Nice job on the Houston Texans. You said it was a gross play. I laughed at you because I said, what are you talking about? They're favored. But you were right. I mean, they had nobody in this game, essentially. Nico Collins was out, and they dominated 26-15. That defense is so fucking nasty. I didn't really get to watch much of it. You texted me this morning about your masterclass, and I didn't even know who you had to compete against. I could not believe CJ Stroud had 318 yards passing against the Niners defense. Now, I will say, I did watch that Niners-Falcons game. The Niners defense is like full of backups. They're the most injury riddled team in the NFL has to be like consistently for the last 5 years. But they still find success. They find ways to win, and they shut down the Falcons. It was very impressive. They were not able to do that on the road in Houston. So whatever algorithm the odds makers used to make the Texans a favorite, kudos to them because they certainly saw something. Also, I heard this on Pardon My Take. They did not rush the passer at all. They got zero pass rush. And that's why CJ Stroud was able to find success because
when they did, he used his legs well. He looked good.
7 carries, 30 yards. I mean, it's better than fucking Justin Fields.
They were like all on third down, though. It was nice.
He had an 88 QBR, which is very solid, and he was not sacked once.
He was pretty fucking flawless in this game. I'm gonna be honest. It was his best game of the year by far, and I watched the entire game. He didn't make any of those CJ Stroud plays where you're like, CJ Stroud has a couple plays where you're like, this guy sucks. I don't know what happened to the guy from his rookie year, but he fucking sucks now. He had no plays like that. And doing that with Xavier Hutchinson, Jalen Noel, Braxton Berrios, and Jaden Higgins getting 19 catches is just fucking insane. Yeah. I mean, that was CJ Stroud had a fucking day.
Yeah, these weapons are pretty impressive. I mean, there's a Jared Wayne. Who the fuck is Jared Wayne?
Do not know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I felt bad for State because I had a little parlay going, and the only leg that never had life was Schultz. So I went on the Pickett account and made sure to quote him when he was like, Schultz, most receiving yards. I was like, is this guy even playing? Is this guy even playing, guys?
Did you see what happened? He finally caught a pass and died.
Then his back. He was sitting there laying on his back. I'm like, you gotta fuck me. He barely got touched, too. That was the pussiest injury I've ever seen.
Bad.
When I bet on a fucking guy to have a masterclass, they get injured, I get a lot of people that come at me and blame me. Did you get blamed for that, Steak?
I've gotten blamed quite a few times. Apparently, it's been happening to me because I gave out Andrew Nemhard in the Thunder game. He got hurt, and then I picked Freiermuth to score a touchdown last night, and he got hurt. And they are calling me D-Gen Stakely.
Yeah, it happens.
That shit was dead before he got hurt, sadly.
I don't think Beef has really been on a streak of betting on guys that get injured now that I think about it, but you'll have your time.
I have a lot of that's why I only used DK there for a while. It was because it was first half injury, they give you your money back, which I think is crazy. Like they have to lose so much money doing that.
That's the right fucking thing to do. Hard Rock would never.
No, but it's only DraftKings. So like all the FanDuel people went over to DraftKings now. So it worked. They definitely got way more customers than they've ever gotten.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. Well, I got to read the fine print.
Also, kind of obvious to say it, so sorry, but you take CMC out of the game, and the 49ers could be the worst team in the NFL. If you find a way to just get CMC to be even average, this fucking 49ers team stinks.
Well, the other thing to keep in mind, too, I mean, look, Mac Jones, he wasn't the worst. 19 of 32, 193, 2 touchdowns, a 74 QBR. Again, coming from someone who didn't watch much of the game, but this is there's only so much you can do with Jawan Jennings, Kendrick Bourne, Jordan Watkins, DeMarcus Robinson. I'm not saying that drafting a receiver, like I would go offensive lineman first, like building within the trenches rather than drafting receiver, but you got to have somebody. They need a Pearsall or
yeah, I was gonna say they have Pearsall and they have Ayuk. I just don't know, they're never going to be healthy again.
I guess not. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Ayuk. CMC was 8 carries, 25 yards. It was always fade CMC after his
he did look like he was in hell. I had it on the side TV, but it looked like every carry was a negative or 1 yard.
Dude, I'm telling you, this Texans defense, I watched them during the Bucs game, and then I watched them against the Jags. They are the most violent, nasty defense.
Best in the league.
Are they statistically?
From watching, they're the best in the league, and Stingley is just unreal to watch. Like their cover guys too, I think rock. I think he's the dirtiest dude in the league. What's his name? Al Shahir, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I love watching him play football. Can't lie.
He's killed a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Aziz Al Shahir, Henry 2020 is a good one. And then there's one more dude I wanted to shout out. Is it like Kamari something, or do I have the wrong team? Oh no, British Brooks. No, I don't know who that is.
Will Anderson, Danielle Hunter. You could tell me that's the best 2 edges on a team, and I would not argue.
Oh, absolutely.
Will Anderson is a dude. They were so right in that pick.
Yep. Yeah, he was great. That was
Kamari
my
Lassiter is also a stud.
Kamari Lassiter. Did I just say that or no?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you did. You said something like that.
I said Kamari something. There he is. I couldn't find him on the stat sheet. He's all the way at the fucking top. 7 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and a pass deflected. All right. Great job on the Texans. Somehow that game does go over. I don't know if anybody remembers this. It was 40.5, and the final score is 26-15. RIP.
26, get fucked.
Yeah. You're right. Nice job on the 26.
Those are the ones that are so easy, like the kind of shitty teams that are slightly favored over the ones like getting cute with the Browns at +6 when they should be +10. Like, I got to stay away from just the shit teams that don't care. Those are the ones I should just hammer. That one was the easiest bet on the board.
I feel like it was never going to be the Jets and the Browns. Like, I was like, it's always going to be fucking one.
I am glad I knew it was a Bills whomping. I'm glad that, because I literally woke. I think I texted you on Wednesday and you said, "What do you like?" And I said Panthers, and then I was like, "No, the Bills are going to murder these guys."
Yeah.
But I think Andy Dalton's terrible, and that was spot on.
All right, well, we can talk about that game next. That was my R betting game. Beav, I don't know if you've paid attention to my R bets, but
it's not ARB, but I like it.
But you know, or maybe you don't know that I know it's not R betting.
Yeah, I know you're joking.
Yeah, but it is funny how pissed off some people get. Thankfully, a lot of people are picking up on the sarcasm. There is an element of arbitrage to it, but it is not guaranteed profit or risk free, which is the funniest part. However, in my mind, it is, because I think one of the two things are happening. In this game, it was always the Bills skull fuck. And I blame Steak for me not pressing it a little bit harder, because he said, whoa. Let's not to go too crazy. I see that look on your face. You look very puzzled.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did. I said 23.5, and you said, whoa.
But I didn't say don't go crazy. That's wrong. I said I would like -17.5, and that's all I said. I said Bill Skullfuck too.
I like what Cool Hand Fluke said. Garbageage. You should call it that. Garbageage instead of
literally what it is.
I know, but I just want you to understand, I get guys like Alan Dims really, really fired up who are like, oh, there is an element of ARB.
It's good engagement farming for sure.
It's good rage baiting.
It's rage bait. It's rage bait. Yeah, because I don't even know that it's so much engagement farming, because there's not that many people that are in the arbitrage world who fuck with me regardless. But it is like a head scratcher for people.
The Elf Show was big on that. I think all those guys, like those people on there, are big in the ARB betting. I didn't know what ARB betting was until like 6 months ago, to be honest.
Steak did tell me not to go to 24. Yes, he did. A+ rage bait.
Let me ask you guys a question. 2 questions about this game.
Yeah.
One, is Chuba Hubbard just the new Zach Charbonnet? Like, everybody with eyeballs can see that Kenneth Walker is better than Zach Charbonnet. Everybody with eyeballs can see that Rico Dowdle.
Besides Krabs cannot.
Well, I don't know. Krabs like Zach Charbonnet?
Krabs hates Kenneth Walker with a passion. I don't know why.
Weird. I feel like anybody who actually watches them run the ball can tell. And then they get on the fucking goal line and they run Chuba Hubbard out there. They run Zach Charbonnet out there just to be assholes. And it's like 12 carries for 34 yards for Chuba Hubbard, 8 carries for 54 yards for Rico Dowdle. Like, I don't know how you can give Chuba Hubbard more carries than Rico Dowdle right now. He's like the hottest running back in the NFL. And 2, Xavier Legette pisses me off because he sucks. I feel like his accent's fake. And he just went on the Sunday Conversation with Caleb Presley. Like, bruh, why? Why is he on the Sunday Conversation with Caleb Presley?
Well, it's not his fault. That's probably Sunday Conversation's fault.
Hate it.
He's not asking to be on the show. They pick.
It's not even funny. We get it. You eat raccoons, man. That was funny one time in one interview, and we're just beating it to death. This fucking guy is not funny. The interview was horrible, and I love that segment. This shit was awful.
I didn't watch it. I saw he was on. I didn't watch. It was like a 3-minute clip. I didn't watch it because he's not. I don't find him to be funny enough.
Caleb Presley or
no, Xavier Legette.
Oh yeah, no, he's not. He's not funny.
Yeah, no, I love the segment, and I think Caleb is hilarious. Okay, so
have you seen the one with Lamar Jackson? Either of you?
I feel like I've seen a clip of it. Yeah,
I feel like I've seen a clip of it.
He kind of goes ham on it. Like he gets deep.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson was really good.
Yeah,
I love Lamar Jackson. Total in this game, I believe, was in the mid 40s. That goes over. And the Bills skull fuck 40-9. The question is that I want to ask you guys: do you think, because we talk about it, Beav, I'm sure you've heard us. I don't know where you stand on bye weeks, but do you think that the Bills playing some of their worst football, looking as awful as they did, having those losses, going into a bye week and coming out and having this type of win is something that you want to lean into? Or do you think this is more about the Panthers? Beef?
If it's a no, I think it's both. I think the Panthers without Bryce Young are so bad, but I think it really was that easy. Like the Bills getting an extra week to prepare for the dog shit Panthers after playing awful. Like just knowing the Bills, this was the easiest. I don't know why I didn't put more than a unit on it because easy to say after the fact, but like, how are they not going to kill that team? How are the Panthers going to keep that within 7? There was just no way.
Yeah, and it looked weird in the first half. I think.
No, I don't even think they played that good and still killed them. So, like, imagine if Josh Allen did not look great. He looked. Josh Allen still looked good.
Yeah, I saw your tweet in between appointments of I miss when Josh Allen was good at football, and I didn't even look at the score, but that's how I like to follow the game sometimes when I'm on the go, and I'm thinking to myself, "Fuck, my arm bet is dead." Shout out to Cornfields real quick with 5 sub banks. Appreciate you, Cornfields. BA Ford Fawns with a new follow. Welcome to the board review. We're recapping all the games, and we'll talk Monday Night Football. Joined by former retired gambler Shady Beef. Beef, I'll share your. Not that you probably need it, but I'll share your Twitter link in the chat for everybody.
I need it.
Get Beef some more followers.
Steak,
I lost them.
You're probably almost to 20,000, I think, right? 19.
No, I lost. I'm not kidding you. I lost at least like a 75 on the fake sold the account bit. So that bid did not work. Some stuff works, some doesn't. And then I faked that Chewy took over the account when Nebraska didn't cover for legit an hour, and I lost 87 followers. I checked 87 followers in the time where Chewy fake had the account. 5 comments instantly was like, I'm not following fucking Chewy. So I don't know what you guys got against Chewy, but fucking follow me back, please. I don't know what Chewy did.
Chewy's probably still sleeping. Thanks again, Cornfields. Steak, takeaways from the Panthers, Bills. I guess there's not too much considering Andy Dalton.
Yeah, for me, if you're asking for me, it's more Panthers bad than Bills good.
Okay.
And I don't think Bills are bad by any means, but this game, I only come away thinking that the Panthers are bad.
I do want to point out, speaking of, because we're big QBR guys, Josh Allen, 46.2 QBR, not good at all. He only had 163 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Can you guys tell me what Andy Dalton's QBR was?
I'll guess 8.7.
Okay. I say 12.
4.2.
Yikes.
I got to remember every time you ask that, it's absurdly low.
He was Carson Wentz. It was equivalent to that. Like
he got sacked 7 times and had an interception. Yeah, that's really bad. 7 catches, 99 yards. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think we've at least reached the point where we can say, and honestly, I was never sure we'd get to this point, but I think we've reached the point where we could say Bryce Young is absolutely at this point better than Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Yep. There's also something to be said too about like the veteran backup that comes in and gets that jolt of like, okay, like I can make this my team. I can save us. That already happened for Andy Dalton. Like that was last year. Remember, I'm pretty sure they like went on the road and won in Vegas or something.
Yeah. I think he's check collecting at this point.
Yeah. Exactly.
But you'd still rather have him as a backup than some. That's like when DJ chirps the Carson Wentz. Like if we had to pick a backup, like Carson Wentz would probably been one of my backups I'd choose.
But that also, just so we're clear, we're not going to go backwards. By the way, Carson Wentz had a 27 QBR, so put some respect on his name. He didn't have a 4.
Yeah,
my point was, I know if you have to choose a backup, you'll probably take some guys over the other, but it's still not a good backup.
Is there a good backup then?
Now that's the question. It's like who's
a good backup?
I think that there are probably good backups.
Is it sad that I think Kenny Pickett's at the top of my list, low key, which is sad?
Yeah,
and he's terrible.
He is.
Like Gardner Minshew?
No, well, that'd be the best backup.
Yeah, but he's bad too. Can I just say, Tyson Bagent kind of sucks, I think. Malik Willis.
You do? I was going to say the opposite. When I see him play, I'm like, this guy rocks.
Steak hates Tyson Bagent.
Really? That's weird. I think he rocks.
He gets glazed, and I think that's weird. But here's what I was going to say. How can any backups be good? Bro, 20 of the starters in the NFL suck ass.
Yeah.
This is also true.
Well, listen. You're saying all this after the fact. I know this. I know there's a lot of bad quarterbacks. I know there's bad backup quarterbacks. Signing Carson Wentz would not be a good signing or excite me on August 25th in the season.
Okay, can I just tell you one thing? When Christian Darrisaw got hurt in that game after 9 snaps, the Vikings had no offensive line starters from their original offensive line in the game.
That is very tough.
Chad is cooking us. They've given us all great backups. I'm not going to lie. Huntley, Brissett, Tyrod Taylor, Minshew, Mac Jones, James.
State doesn't like Tyrod Taylor.
No, it's fine, but let's be honest. Huntley was about to be out of the NFL, and then he got tossed back on the Ravens, the only place he's ever had success. But that guy started the game
right.
and he was dog shit.
Okay, let's go talk about Miami and Beeve's former king. And Beeve, just so you understand, you might already know this, but even though Steak is a Vikings fan, he's never really been a Kirk guy.
He's Kirk's on the wall over there.
Yeah, you loved Kirk. Now,
Love.
When he was a Vikings quarterback, I'd like to tell you that I had bet Kevin O'Connell to win Coach of the Year. He did not. I had bet them to win the Super Bowl, and I had bet Kirk Cousins at least 2 times to win the MVP. Now, the year he got hurt, I believe it was the Achilles or in Green Bay, he was playing really, really well. That was maybe 4 or 5 games into the season. You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was later on in that, wasn't it?
Maybe a couple weeks.
That was the worst year ever as a Vikings fan, by the way. Watching Nick Mullins was the worst time ever.
So I thought we would get a resurgence from Kirk Cousins in this spot, particularly. I hated seeing him on the TV. My wife did too. Sorry, when he came on in the quarterback show, like he's such a cornball. He's such a dweeb.
Really? Because that's like the Midwest people are like, I already loved Kirk, and I like. You should see Facebook when that came out. Like just fucking. I mean, old ladies are just getting wet for Kirk Cousins all over.
I was going to say that this is exactly what it is. People from the Midwest love people like Cousins.
Yeah,
Steak and I are from the South.
That's so like that. I'm like, yeah, that's basically like all my cringy friends' moms.
You want to talk about a bad fit? Like, you know, we can touch on Brian Kelly at the end of this. Like culture fit for me. I never thought Belichick would have made sense in Atlanta. I just can't see it. And I never thought Kirk Cousins was the right type of quarterback in Atlanta. They had some good times. They're very, very short, but he had some good times. The surf swag, whatever. I thought he was gonna have a nice game. I truly did. I bet over his touchdown passes. He had 0. QBR 35.5, 21 to 31, 173 yards. The Falcons get shut out, essentially, only a field goal for 3 quarters at home against the Miami Dolphins defense. Tua has probably his best game of the season, which is hilarious because it's only a 65 QBR, 205 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. The biggest takeaway from this game, which I know everybody is on the floor, is that Bijan only had 9 carries for 25 yards. Couldn't do a goddamn thing. Steak, what's your takeaway here as captain of the Viking ship on this panel? I mean, the Falcon ship.
Yeah, captain of the Falcon ship and captain of the anti-Kirk Cousins ship. I'm not I just think it's really simple. I think that in the NFL, I wish we overreacted more.
Keep talking.
Because Raheem Morris coaching Mike, the worst. How does he have his job? How the fuck do you at home lose to Mike McDaniel 34-10 with a guy like Bijan Robinson on your team touching the ball under 10 times? How does it happen? And then why can't he get fired? Like, what's Raheem Morris going to do to save his job at this point? They're 3-4. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're going to be fucking awful for the rest of the year. And he's a horrible fucking coach. Like, how does he have a job? How does he keep his job?
It's also, I loved your tweet though one day because I was watching the one game in Minneapolis after the Vikings game. They're just playing Sunday Night Football with my family. We were all there, and my mom was like, "This guy's facial expressions piss me off," and I was like, "I think they piss a lot of people off." Like, it's not even like he's not even like a good dude or like a dude you can like get behind. Like, he's stone faced, stone cold, and sucks at his job. And it's not like college where you're losing all this money. Like, these owners have it. I don't know why they don't. I agree. They should overreact more. Like, you can't, just a team you can't lose to, and you can't get blown out by.
Can't get blown
at
out.
Home by 24 points. Somebody in the chat just said it. I say it all the time. There's great coordinators out there. Robert Salah is the first one that comes to mind. I never would have thought Robert Salah would be a good head coach, but he's an amazing coordinator. Raheem Morris needs to go back to coordinating and then never try to be a coach again. He's the fucking awful coach.
I also think that you can't get blown out. You also can't score 10 points against this defense. Like,
Kirk was bad. As a Kirk rider, he was horrible. But Bijan was also ass. I mean, everyone's ran for 200 against that defense.
He was, and they don't have a receiver, man. Drake London. If you have to target Kyle Pitts 9 times, there might be something wrong with the receiver.
I don't even think he still hit his over. I was on his over in a parlay. I don't even think he still hit his over. It was like 51 he needed.
No, he got 59. He had to have gone over.
He barely got it.
It was close.
And every time I looked up, they were throwing to him. So that's pathetic that it hit by 3 yards, 4 yards.
I do think it's interesting, and I like that the Falcons addressed their biggest need last year, which was pass rush in the draft with getting 2 guys in the first round, but it is crazy when you look at it. And if you're a GM, how are you okay going into a season with these guys as your receiving options? Kadarrell Hodge, Casey Washington, David Sills the fifth, Darnell Mooney.
It's
Like
bad.
that's awful. Awful. You know.
Can I say one thing? Imagine I would have showed you guys the game yesterday, the Panthers and the Bills, right? You would have watched James Cook get 216 yards. And then I told you, hey, Bijan Robinson's team lost to this team 30-0.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys were talking about it. Sorry, go ahead.
Bijan, maybe like I hear this, like when I watch Bijan, there's many times I think like this guy is the best, but it's like
Me too.
you can't think that when he has these games. Like you can't have like Saquon has bad games, but Saquon's bad games are probably 50, 60 yards. Like Bijan just looked like shit. I still don't think he's near the McCaffreys or the Saquons, but they also don't know how to use him. Like Tyler Algier plays way too much. Way too much.
Yeah, it might be Raheem Morris, but you never know.
Who is the Atlanta Falcons offensive coordinator? Do you guys know off the top of your head? Oh, Zach Robinson. Where did this fucking loser come from? Hold on. I feel like I know.
Sadly, taking
The
Gibbs.
Bengals.
And Gibbs is unreal.
No, he did not come from the Bengals. Oh, no, he came from the Rams. He was a quarterback's coach, wide receivers coach. Oh, he was with the Rams since 2019. So I guess that's not a terrible. If you get somebody.
Sorry to cut you off, but isn't it annoying? Like Ron Rivera, for example. You think Ron Rivera made Cam Newton better? You think fucking Matt Stafford needed Zach Robinson to reach his ceiling?
No, but I get where I'm coming from is if you hire guys from a McVay or Shanahan coaching tree, you're probably think your odds of doing something right are higher than if they were coming from, like I never understood getting like Callahan, for example, like somebody from Zach Taylor, because it's very clear Zach Taylor doesn't really, like you just said, make Joe Burrow better. But if it's, Liam Cohen came from the Rams, I think maybe Canales was with the Seahawks. So I guess I don't hate the idea. This guy already is getting rumored now to take the head coaching job at Oklahoma State, which is probably a good thing for them.
Zach Robinson?
Yeah. I guess because he played there. I don't know. That's
weird. That's a brutal bounce back. Like
do you think, guys, if you had to, would you rather buy some stock, not a lot, in the Dolphins or sell it from the Falcons if you had to do one or two things?
Sell on the Falcons.
Falcons are 3-4. Dolphins are 2-6.
I think Dolphin stock, dude. Fuck
Dolphins fans should be pissed because they probably just bought McDaniel a couple more weeks, which sucks.
You know what I was gonna say? Why not fire a guy like in this situation? This is as good as it's gonna get. Why not fire him today?
That would be hilarious. Truly, after like some of the losses they've had, and you don't fire him, and you fire him after that dub, it would be funny. There's just no way.
Yeah, I know, but it would be funny because, like, let him go out on top. This is as good as it gets for the Dolphins. You didn't watch the Dolphins yesterday and think they were good. No one thinks they're good.
Yeah, I mean, even still in a 34-point performance, it's clear Tua didn't have that great of a game. Waddle 5 catches, 99 yards and a touchdown. 18 carries, 67 yards. All right, who rocks?
A-Chain. I'd love to see him on a good team. I think he's really fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a guy that McDaniel got right. You haven't really seen anything from the other guys. Remember, they got Jalen Wright. I feel like Waddle's been okay. He's not anything like too impressive, but
no, I never thought he was that good though. I think he's at his normal. I mean, he's fine.
All right, let's talk. I think there's one more game in the 1:00 slate that we have touched on. No, there's two. Oh, I can't wait to talk about the Bears, but let's talk about the Eagles Giants first. Eagles win this game 38-20. It was always the Eagles skull fuck mid-major. I see you in here. Good morning. It was never the Giants team total under. I do have to give a little bit of credit to the Giants because they still, God, man, I'm not even the biggest A-ball guy. I'm happy to admit, that I'm wrong on Jackson Dart. Like, he seems like he can play football and he's doing way better than I expected with no neighbors. And who is he throwing to? Darius Slayton, Daniel Bellinger. Yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson, fucking Theo Johnson. It is. I hate injuries. I never root for injuries. I don't like the Giants. There's nothing. I'm not rooting for them in any way, shape, or form. It sucks that Scatterbo broke his ankle. Absolutely sucks.
If you hate
Because, like,
Seattle, I think you're a weirdo. He's the man.
A great point. Yeah. I haven't seen any of that, but I totally agree. Like, even if you're a fan of a team in the division, but you got to be a fan of football, and he is great for football. So kudos to the Giants for nailing the 2 draft picks on those guys. Brutal injury. But man, even the fact that they fucking scored 20 points, I'm like, I know there's no moral victories, but I'm still kind of giving it to the Giants a little bit.
I also have some. So you didn't watch this game, did you?
I did not. No.
So the Giants got absolutely fucked on 2 of the one of the worst calls I've ever seen in my life on the tush push. All right, I say that wrong. Is that right? Push tush push.
Tush push.
All right. I refs got to stop blowing shit dead so fucking early. I'm so sick of refs blowing their whistle when Hurts was. I bet on the Eagles, so I was not complaining whatsoever. But Hurts is moving, stretching as if he's at the goal line, and Kayvon Thibodeau takes it like he was on 2 bodies, still moving. Easiest call ever. It should have been Giants ball at the 40.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, they get the first down, score right after, and then they throw like a 70-yard bomb later on to Slayton, and they call the weakest push I've ever seen. They got screwed. Dayball, rightfully so, was freaking out on the sidelines. But
he was freaking out.
I've never seen a team get screwed like that. It was insane.
Did you not see this, DJ?
No, I saw it. Somebody just said live reaction. I wasn't watching live, but I did drive around from places, and as I was listening, that was like the talk of the first quarter, and it got retweeted a lot on my Twitter feed, so I did see it. Totally agree with you. I'm a tush push guy, but
what about the OPI, Beef? Did you see that?
I didn't see.
That push off was the weakest shit I've ever seen.
Weak, dude. Dayball was losing his shit more about that. He was just over it at that point.
They had already lost at that point, but that was like, at least give you something to cheer about. Give you a chance.
Quarterback? Fuck yeah.
The tush push call was absolutely terrible. I don't understand because there was a play in the Bucks game too. That was touchdown called back.
Why can't they say they can't review it because you can't like listen for a whistle? Why can they not? I feel like because there was no whistle. Why can you not review it and say, hey, there's nothing blown dead here? It's like they've said it 3 times. There's nothing they can do about it.
That did happen to the Bucks too. The Bucks lost out on a defensive touchdown yesterday.
Yeah, they said there was a whistle and there was no whistle. I don't know.
Shit call.
I think saying no to anything when there's this much money involved is very stupid. And I don't know. Sometimes businesses just make really stupid decisions. But what would you say in terms of what you see from the Eagles? I mean, it's 150 yards for Saquon rushing. That was probably my best read of the day. Didn't have many of them. Tank Bigsby got involved, 9 carries, 104 yards. Jesus Christ. And Jalen Hurts didn't have to do much, 15 of 20, but he had 4 passing touchdowns. I also heard that there's more beef with AJ Brown. Did he play in this game?
No.
Oh, he didn't. Okay. I thought I heard them say something about on Pardon My Take about what they should do with him, if they should trade him or not. But the Eagles are 6-2. They beat the piss out of the Giants after they lost to him 2 weeks ago. I think the Eagles are a team that have potential to win another Super Bowl. Do you agree or disagree?
I said that. Now I disagree. Watching him this year, I said that after like the 3rd week. I was like, I think they're the best team by a wide margin. I disagree now. I don't think they're up there with the Chiefs.
I think they absolutely will be there at the end. There's no doubt. Like the Eagles are probably going to be in the NFC Championship game. They might even host the NFC Championship game. But I do think the defense has more holes than last year. And it's not that I'm not a Jalen Hurts hater, but I think the defense is not as stout as it was last year. And I kind of think they'll lose in the NFC Championship game personally.
I think the Lions are pretty far ahead of them, sadly.
That's
which
why
I hate the Lions.
Yeah, that's
why the Lions are fucking unreal.
Wow. That takes a brave man to admit that, because we have a fellow Vikings fan in here, Cornfields, won't name any names, who thinks the Lions are big fat frauds.
The other team is the Packers, so we're just double fucked.
No, I disagree on that. I'm not on that. I'm not on the Packers. I still think they're frauds.
That version of Jordan Love last night doesn't scare you?
But the first half, like the stats were good too. In the first half, you look like shit. Like, I mean, you're getting fucking 80 yards from throwing a ball shit up in the air, and Kraft takes it 80. Like, I don't think Jordan Love looked that
Kraft
good.
Is part of the problem. He's the fucking man.
Yeah, no, he still doesn't have. No, I do not respect the Packers. They're turning into my Lions where last year, where I just said they weren't good,
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Save the Packers thoughts. We'll end it with that one. Let's talk Bucks for a second. Bucks win 23-3. They were 4.5-point favorites. My guy Corn was chirping in the beginning of the week. I don't know. I saw him take Baker Mayfield to throw an interception after all the Baker glaze on game day, which who the fuck watches NFL pregame shows? Baker Mayfield did not throw an interception, but again, he did not have a very good game. 16 of 24, 152 yards. But as I watch him and I watch the Bucks, because I did get eyes on this game, it's really tough when you have nobody. And I know our guy Cam is money, who I love, but he's such an Oregon homer. He's acting like Tez Johnson is a fucking established wide receiver, like fun young player, but give me a break. You got a banged up Igbuka, you got Cade Naughton, you don't have Bucky Irving, and you have half of your offensive line. He's kind of doing what he can, but this Bucks team really, really needs a bye week and a reset. Huge win on the road. Beav, you said something earlier in the stream, and I kind of think you're right. The Saints should be losing on purpose, but for the most part this year, I actually felt like they've been pretty competitive, and Spencer Rattler's looked better than I've given him credit for. This game almost looked like they just didn't even care.
No, I was on the Saints. It was a fucking dog shit bet. They looked like they just weren't trying. And Rattler looked like old Rattler.
But the only pushback I have, because I agree, their offense looked terrible. The Bucks defense, though, deserves some credit. They were forcing fumbles left and right. Yeah. They should have had 2 defensive touchdowns. They got fucked. The goal line play calling for the Bucks was abysmal. They got stopped on the 1-yard line, the Saints 1-yard line, 7 out of 8 plays. And they didn't call one sneak. They kept giving it to Rachaad White like 5 times. Rachaad White does not run hard. He runs
just weird.
Well.
Isn't Baker like kind of a sneak guy? Like I feel like he likes to sneak it, doesn't he?
Yes, and we were texting about this with somebody. The only thing I can think of is that Baker might be hurt, and you don't want to throw a hurt quarterback into a pile, whether it's a rib, a fucking shoulder, whatever. It's the only thing I can think of. Why not even like play action? Like they threw like a fade back to back.
That was awful. That should have been a pick. Should have been.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then finally they give it to Tucker, who is the bowling ball, and he gets in. But that was the only thing where I'd say, hey, listen, the Saints got up to at least try to make a stop on the goal line and did early in the game. But
Demario Davis still has it on those goal line stops. He was fucking cooking. I feel like he's 45 years old. So the Saints defense isn't horrible. It's not the worst.
Bucks are 6-2, 4-1 on the road now. Gritty team doing what they need to do. Steak, what's your any takeaways from this?
Well, rest in peace to the Baker Mayfield MVP tickets.
Yeah.
I think that's dead after these 2 weeks. I don't know what you expect the team to do without Bucky Irving, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and a hobbled fucking Emeka Egbuka. It's not that I expect a lot, but I'll give credit to Aloha because he's been telling us now for weeks that the Saints are dead. They have been competitive, but I think now it's got to the point like the Saints are who we thought they were. Officially, the Saints are who we thought they were. They're probably the worst team in the NFL. Now, are they going to start Tyler Shough for the rest of the year? Because I don't assume you bench Spencer Rattler in the second half of that game if you're just going to bring him back out next week against whoever the fuck they play.
The shitty part is, who do you tank for? Who could they possibly tank for? There's no good quarterbacks.
Great question.
That's literally such a good point because I'm not I hope So Man doesn't hear this, but do you guys see Fernando Mendoza being a superstar NFL quarterback?
God, no. That's a Dylan Gabriel.
Okay, hold on. I was going to say this. I didn't see it from Drake May either.
That's fair. That is fair.
It's fair. Yeah. Fernando Mendoza, I listened to an interview. He sounds like a good dude, and he's talented. But no, I can't tell you that I'm getting overly
playing for Indiana and playing. No offense to Indiana, like Indiana's playing some dog shit team. They are blowing them out. But like other 100%. Than Oregon, they've done nothing. And I get a lot of Indiana haters in my thing because I just say Ohio State is head and shoulders above them, which they are. But no, I don't think he'll amount to much. I don't even think he'll be a top.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can go. No,
I was going to say, there's guys saying Garrett Nussmeier's dad is the QB coach for the Saints. Garrett Nussmeier fucking stinks.
Awful.
That guy fucking sucks.
Don't even get me started. Actually, you know what? Get me started for a second. I was watching that Texas A&M game. You know what I just realized, and I didn't realize this before. Beav, you're probably a good guy to talk about this with. I never realized that Garrett Nussmeier kind of has like a punchable face.
Oh yeah.
You know, I never realized that because he does the thing where he gets so much like eye black and you can't even really see it, but then he takes his helmet off. I've never seen that guy make one throw he had in the Clemson game. That was a nice start. This guy, he is a Nepo baby to the fullest because his dad played quarterback. And Steak, remember, you look at this all the time on Hard Rock. His odds to be the number one quarterback, or the number one pick taken. Weren't they like 8-1 6 to
right
1.
now he's still top 6. Right now, I just pulled it up. He's top 6.
Who's number 1?
Ty Simpson and Fernando Mendoza are tied. Lenoris Sellers is second.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
That's probably the worst quarterback class in the history of quarterback classes.
Dude,
it's so
real bad.
The Lenoris Sellers being up there and Garrett Nussmeier even being anywhere near a high draft pick is insane. I don't even know that I would use a 5th round pick on either of those guys. They are awful.
Did you bet on that game at all? LSU A&M?
I did not, but I watched it.
I had A&M, but I texted my buddies at halftime, and I'm not right very often. But I said, if you don't take A&M live at halftime while they're down, I was like, you hate money. And they just fucking. I mean, it was the easiest murder of all. Like they just killed them the entire game. They just could not put points on the board.
When I knew A&M was going to win, my group chat started texting me like, "Oh, I thought you take sharp plays. I thought you were a contrarian. You're taking Texas A&M, dude. That's a shitty bet. Yeah, LSU is sharp." I'm like, dude, everybody's fucking saying that shit.
That line was a joke.
Yeah, it was.
Well, I think that Death Valley is probably worth like the full 3.5 points at night. So when you really factor that in, I mean, A&M may have been like 8.5 at home. Like that's
I think
a lot.
It should have been 6.5. I think like 6.5. I still would have taken A&M.
So I was watching that game, and I know we're recapping NFL here, but we're almost done. I was watching that game. I was texting Steak, because Steak, you were at the Magic game, and it was after Marcel Reed ran that 41-yard touchdown in. I think that was to go up. Maybe that was to make it 7-7 or go up 14-7 or something like that.
Go up.
And then they were talking about this, and I didn't realize it. Beef, if you were watching the game, do you remember they pointed out LSU's defense and how bad they were against running quarterbacks?
I didn't have sound on, so I did not.
Okay. I did not realize this, but even dating back to last year, LSU's defense cannot stop running quarterbacks. And that is crazy to me for like SEC defenses. I get it if you're like Rutgers, but SEC defenses can't stop running quarterbacks. They're supposed to be speed all over the field, and they have a really good defense. Blew me away. I couldn't understand how LSU had the lead in that first half either. From watching,
I'm going to tell you how. And then when I tell you how they had the lead and you realize they lost by 22, it's pretty crazy. Texas A&M had a 3-possession run where they went interception, safety, interception.
Oh, yeah.
Won the game by 22 points. LSU is dog shit, and Texas A&M is good.
Should I get my Brian Kelly announcement out of the way now?
Sure.
Or should we finish the NFL?
Finish NFL.
All right, let's finish the NFL.
All
right, let's talk Brian Kelly after we finish the NFL. So that was enough Saints talk. Let's go to or Saints and Bucks. Yeah. By the way, the Bucks do have a bye. They come out of the bye playing the Patriots, which will be awesome. But listen to the schedule: Patriots at the Bills at the Rams. Yikes! Going to be a tough 3 games there. Okay. Another 4:00 game. Let's get the nasty one out of the way. The Colts win 38-14. I have one thing. Oh, no, I have 2 things to say about this game, and then I'll hand it off.
Okay, but did we talk Bears Ravens at 1? Did I just?
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. Thank you for doing that. No, because I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Ravens. Where the fuck is this? Oh, here it is. It's the last game on the 1 p.m. So it like merges together. Sorry. 30-16. Caleb Williams, 25 of 38, 285, 1 interception. His QBR was 62. Doesn't look like the worst game on paper. DeAndre Swift only has 11 carries for 45 yards, which is crazy considering that they've been running the ball so well and the Ravens defense is atrocious. But Tyler Huntley, 17 of 22, 186, 1 touchdown, 90 QBR. Derrick Henry, 21 carries, 71 yards, 2 touchdowns. Steak, did you watch this game? What were your takeaways?
This guy, Ty Huntley, is born to fucking be the backup for the Baltimore Ravens and nothing else. I guess he just understands whatever system they run and they dumb it down enough. And he always pretty much, I feel like, when he's on the Ravens, plays exactly like this. And I guess this is as healthy as you're going to get the Ravens defense. And they look a lot different than a team that gave up 44 to the Texans. And this is a pretty stinky fucking game. If you're the Bears, it just, you needed to win this one for sure to prove that you were on the level you want to be on. And I just feel like this is a stinky loss.
Beef.
Yeah, this was the Bears are either have a chance, and they never were, but they have a chance to be up there with the Packers and the Lions, or they're with the Vikings. And they're most definitely with the Vikings. We have excuses. They don't. You can say the defense is banged up. Caleb Williams he's got to win this game, and he's just not. I don't know. He's just not good. It sucks for them, but he's just not that good of a quarterback. I don't think he's awful. He's just not good. as a number one pick, you got to be better than what he's doing. Yeah. Ben Johnson, no, again, probably a guy that he's not a bad coach though. Like I think he'll be coaching the Bears for a long time, but probably a guy that's a better coordinator than a head coach.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to say just Caleb Williams looks like a middle of the pack quarterback. Like he hasn't looked awful at any point this year. He hasn't looked amazing at any point this year. He just looks mid as fuck.
He's Trevor Lawrence. I like that. I like that comparison.
He's Trevor Lawrence. Yeah,
a little bit better, higher ceiling for sure.
I'm not ready to criticize Ben Johnson just yet. It's way too early. Way too early. But I do think, and I made this video after that Bears Vikings game where I said I'm no longer a JJ hater. But by the way, Steak said to pick a side, so fine, I'm back to hating JJ. But I made it clear in that video. I said I'm out on Caleb Williams. I'm out. I had people chirping me because he was 14 of 14 in that game. I don't know if you guys remember that, but yeah, from watching the game, he was throwing it 5 yards at most, like every time, throwing it to the running back, throwing it to the tight end. Like nothing was difficult. And he is not comfortable in the pocket. And it's like, if his first read is not there for whatever reason in his brain, he has like video game college quarterback brain. He just wants to run out and make a play. You can't do that every week in the NFL. And I think that's going to be his biggest downfall. If he can't get over that, if he can't stay comfortable in the pocket and make a throw, he's never going to take that leap. And also, if you look at his stats, he did throw an interception. I feel like he's like worried about his touchdown to interception ratio. Like he doesn't make challenging throws because he's scared they're going to get picked. I'm not saying you want to throw interceptions, but like for fuck's sake, Brett Favre threw a ton of interceptions. He was the man. Peyton Manning threw interceptions. He just seems very safe and conservative. I'm not in on Caleb Williams. I'm just not. Rome Odunze, 7 catches, 114 yards. And what the fuck is going on with Colson Loveland? Is this guy never going to do anything?
I guess he's never going to do anything because I don't think Cole Kmet played. So if he's not going to do anything when Cole Kmet's not playing, I don't know what we can expect.
Yeah, I took his yards. I think it was 31.5. He had 27 in the first quarter. Ended at 27, I think, or something like that. I don't think he hit, right? Unless he got one cheap.
I think he might have. Hold on, let's see.
I'll pull it up right now. Colson Loveland.
Tyler Warren is just fucking insane.
He had 3 catches for 38 yards. He had 5 targets.
Okay, so he did have a cheap one.
That's like Jalen Reagor over fucking Justin Jefferson or whoever the fuck the Eagles took.
You want to know who Ryan Poles reminds me of? Well, they're like basically the same. Ryan Poles gets probably more hate than Kwesi, though, is a dog shit draft guy. Shit draft guy.
Yeah.
Who's Kwesi?
He's the Vikings guy. He's picked some guys that you're like,
we have one guy, I think one or two guys playing. I think Jordan Addison and Ivan Pace. Well, Ivan Pace didn't get drafted. I think Jordan Addison is the only person we've drafted in 3 years that we have still.
Who's the guy from Georgia that doesn't touch the field? The safety, isn't that guy Pace too?
I think he's out of the league.
Yeah.
I think he's out of the league. I don't even think he's on a team. And he was our first round pick. We took him over Kyle Hamilton. Fucking morons. Also, we took the worst cornerback. I shouldn't say the worst cornerback. We took some dog shit quarterback over Antoine Winfield when his hometown, his dad played for us, went to the Gophers, and we passed on Antoine Winfield Jr. Insane. He's awful. He's dog shit draft.
I loved Antoine Winfield Jr. I bet him to be the first safety drafted, and he wasn't.
I loved Antoine Winfield. I was obsessed with Antoine
Winfield.
He's awesome.
By the way, we're going to go finish the last hour on YouTube and Twitch. If you guys are on Twitter, we're going to shut it down. Come on over. Thanks again to B for joining us on the recap. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Goodbye, Twitter. All right, let's quickly touch on this Colts Titans game. I did not have a wager in this, but I'm watching Cam Ward as a Cam Ward fan, and he's just so bad. He really is. And I know the team doesn't do him any favors. And whoever selected this coaching staff, like it is so much more than Brian Callahan. The nobody on the staff looks like they're worth a shit. They all give me like empty look, stare, Raheem Morris face. And the offensive line is not good. But at the same time, Cam has a little like Caleb Williams in him. He sits in the pocket, and I think to myself, he's got time. Is nobody open, or are you just not trying to make the throw? Because he'll sit there, he'll have time, and then he'll drift back, and he's not fast. So then he goes to run, and he'll get sacked. Or guys are dropping balls. Ayamanyara, whatever, is fucking dropping balls. Calvin Ridley blows.
I mean, he is throwing to janitors.
Yeah,
He's throwing to janitors.
Can I say one thing about this because it has to be said?
You sure
and I'm
can.
serious. I hate when people say like, "Oh, Ohio State could probably beat the Jets this year. What's the score?" Ohio State literally has a better receiving core, maybe by far at this exact moment. If you took Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith and put them on the Titans right now, they would be significantly better than Chimere Dike, who's from the Gators, by the way. He wasn't good there, and Io Manor and Van fucking Jefferson. Literally, Ohio State's receiving core is better than the Titans. They're the worst receiving core we'll ever see. We'll never see any worse than this.
Especially when Ridley is just dog shit this year. He's pathetic, which sucks because he actually I thought was going to be good. I took him in a lot of fantasy leagues. He's been fucking horrible. Cam Ward's also just not good.
He's not good. He's not ready. Cam Ward looks like the backup. That's what he looks like. Why is DJ screaming? I don't know. Was I screaming? I mean, I am invested in Cam Ward and I like Cam Ward, and it's just very frustrating to watch such bad football.
I'm on Titans win total. Probably the worst bet of all time.
Yeah, I'm on it too. We're fucking vision.
I sort of feel responsible for getting stake on that because I was hyping up Cam Ward so much, but I couldn't do it with Brian.
I like their defense too, and their defense has just been ass as well. So
yeah, I didn't hate it, and we talked about it. We looked at their depth chart and we're like, oh, you know what? They've been drafting offensive linemen, Skowarski, J.C. Latham. I think they may have just missed on those guys. I don't think any of them are worth a shit. Tyler Lockett left last week, retired, and now just signed with the Raiders. That is hilarious.
Also important to mention, none of these quarterbacks in the NFL look that good this year. Not so good like Josh Allen and Lamar looked last year, where you had to give one of them the MVP. But right now, if you had to give somebody an MVP, why is it not Jonathan Taylor? It
has to be Jonathan Taylor. I think these people that bet it early. Was Cornfields one of them? Because these people that bet it early are just like, I'm so jealous of you, and I get FOMO that like it was 100 to 1, then it was 50 to 1, and I'm like, I'm not betting it. Now it's probably down to I don't even know what, and I have such FOMO that I will not bet it. But I don't know how he doesn't win MVP. How does he not?
He's 20 to 1. Insane. 20 to 1, better odds than Justin Herbert, same odds as Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff.
No.
The only reason he won't, it's kind of like when I bet this for CMC, he was the offensive MVP, but he was like, he got down to like 10 to 1 to win the MVP. And then all it really takes for a running back to not get talked about in the MVP discussion is like 1 or 2 games where they have 60 yards and no touchdowns. And that's it. You just have to wonder, is Jonathan Taylor going to keep this pace? And I mean, it certainly seems like he has an opportunity to.
What were Saquon's stats last year?
He had 2,000 yards, right, from scrimmage.
Got to be blowing him out of the fucking water.
2,000 yards, 13 touchdowns. I'm not even joking. I think he needs like 2,250 and 20 touchdowns, literally.
No, he might need 2,500.
Touchdowns is a lock. What's he at now?
Like 12, 13, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
he is so I have him on my fantasy team. Not that I know nobody gives a shit about my fantasy football team, but I just wanted to point out I was playing a guy stake. Remember I told you this guy's roster and you were like, that's unfair. Beef. This guy he's 6-1 in the league. He has CMC, he has Bijan, he has Justin Jefferson and CeeDee Lamb. Jonathan Taylor outscored all of them combined yesterday. He had like 36 points. Jonathan Taylor is the fucking man.
Did you hear what DJ just said about that guy's team? Would you play in a league with that?
I mean, you guys are getting fucking. I mean, is it trades or what? You can't get that in a draft.
Yes, yeah. There's insane trades. Like there's like 5 every week.
I used to just be that guy that would just trade, like just assault everyone in the league, and I just don't know what happened. Everyone has fucking managers now. They got like managers for their manager. Like they're like, no, I got to discuss with my other guy. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I hired another guy, so you don't fucking trade rate me. And I was like, dude, I won't. I promise. and then I'll talk. He's like, yeah, you're trying to do it again. I'm like, no, I'm not.
No, it's a 12-person league. It's like the most insane fantasy football individuals I've ever met. But they are very good. They're much better than me. But I did make a trade for Aaron Jones. I traded Tucker Kraft 2 weeks ago because I need running backs, and I figured Aaron Jones was like going to get healthy soon. I regret that decision because Tucker Kraft might be the most lock touchdown catching receiving option in the NFL. I know. I need a fucking running back.
You probably have to aneurysm reading that.
I need a running back. Anyways, let's talk Broncos and Cowboys. I shouldn't have said that, and everybody's fucking bitching at me. Broncos win this game. This is my biggest FOMO. of the week. I don't know about how you guys feel, but I just thought the Broncos, I love betting on teams that survive a scare. They did. They came back. They looked awful for 3/4 against the Giants. Then they're 3.5 points. You're getting the hook with Dallas. It felt like the perfect opportunity for Bo Nix and this Broncos offense to have a coming out party against a really, really bad Cowboys defense. And also, the Cowboys are a team that play in a dome. They got to go out in late October and play Mile High. Like, did not seem like a good fit. But for whatever reason, I really couldn't press the button because of two reasons. Dak had CD, he had George, he had Ferguson, and he had Javonte. And the offenses look good. They have looked good. And at the same time, I said to myself, the Broncos are my regression team. So why am I going to go put my money and whatnot on the Broncos team that I said is going to regress? But Dallas was just never meant to survive this game. They just weren't. I saw some people tweet, I think Liam Blutman was like, Dak MVP conversation, LOL. I'm not saying he needs to be talked about to win the MVP anymore, but I'm not going to take too much of this game or too much out of this from the Cowboys side. This is just one of those things where it was just never going to work out for Dallas. That's kind of how I feel. Bo Nix, 247 yards, 4 touchdown passes. JK at 111 yards. Javonte, 13 carries, 41 yards, but he did score 2 touchdowns. And Dak did not play well. 188 yards, 2 interceptions. My biggest takeaway from this was every time I looked up and someone was catching the ball, I couldn't believe it was fucking Troy Franklin and not Cortland Sutton. 6 catches, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Beeve, did you have anything in this game?
This was the only afternoon game I got correct out of the 3, and technically
Nice.
I didn't because I faded myself. The Cowboys looked so easy. I was like, I love the Cowboys team. I think the Broncos are frauds. I think Bo Nix is a fraud. I was like, they're giving me 3.5. I'll take the Cowboys. And I said, no, that seems too easy. Give me the Broncos. So yeah, I got it right. But I'm also just like, I don't know. I faded myself and got it right. It felt like a scheduled Cowboys loss after beating the shit out of the Commanders. So yeah, I was on the Broncos. They looked good. Bo Nix looked better.
Chat probably expects me to go in on Dak right now, and I'm going to show some sign of growth because Dak has actually played pretty damn good football this year, especially for the last 4 games, and the chat hasn't tried to dunk on me too much. So I'm going to pay it back and say that I'm not going to shit on Dak, and it's not fully Dak's fault that you allow 44 points to the Denver Broncos. The defense is really fucking bad. I will shit on that. This is easily one of the worst defenses in the league, and they did make fucking Bo Nix look like John Elway. And that was even with a bad drop in the end zone by Cortland Sutton. OPI call. That was probably the right call, but still an OPI call and a touchdown. The defense is really, really bad. This was a bad Dak game, but it's just they're not going to win games.
I think Jerry's going to get Max Crosby. I really do think Jerry's going to get one of those guys, him or Hendrickson. I just think it's happening.
Why does Crosby not want to leave the Red? Does he just love living in Vegas?
I think he's just too much of a homer, like too much of a good guy. I think he just likes being the man in Vegas. He also seems like a guy that would just fucking love Vegas, like love living there, everything about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got like a wife and kids or anything, but I guess that would make sense.
He does not seem like the wife and kids type.
He's from
definitely
Dallas.
A girlfriend with big tits. Gives me that vibe.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's like the Jimmy Garoppolo of defense, and he probably.
But I could also see him I could see him as a Cowboy. I could easily see him as a
Cowboy.
Cowboy.
Oh yeah,
but that's about it. That's about it.
I would trade 3 first-round picks yesterday for him. For Max Crosby. I love Max Crosby.
Really?
I love him. Absolutely love him. I think he is such a game changer. And I don't know what's going on with TJ Watt. I mean, TJ Watt was like that for years, but it feels like this year he's kind of fallen off because I took him to be defensive player of the year. What did Cornsville say? Beeve, you don't seem like a wife and kids guy, but here we are. Oh, actually, that is a really, really good take. Yeah. Yeah. So good on the Broncos. And, but like I said, I'm not, if I was like a pro better, cause pro bettors like power rank teams and, their models spit out numbers, I wouldn't take too much away from the Cowboys, on this game.
No, they play Monday Night Football against the Cardinals next week.
The Cowboys?
Yeah.
Where's the game?
Dallas.
Is Kyler playing?
Why are you saying it like that?
Probably because that's just such an awful game.
Is it? I think that's just a
You think
Dallas.
so?
They're gonna get us Dallas as a shit line, like -3.5. We're all gonna get sharp, take Arizona, and we're
It's
gonna.
going to be exactly what it is. Exactly what it is.
Dallas is gonna murder them.
Probably.
You think Dallas Arizona is a bad game?
Kind of. I just think Arizona's fucking no fun.
I think tonight's game is bad. I hate this game tonight. But
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
We'll talk about it in a minute. First, let's recap the Packers Steelers. I'm so upset with myself for not taking the Packers full game. I went first half like an idiot. Earlier in the season, I talked about how the Packers come out very aggressive, liked how they took leads early in the games. Well, they won the first quarter 7-3, and then the second quarter they just did absolutely nothing. I was shocked to wake up and see the final score of this game. Let me just tell you that. I was shocked to see Steak tell me that he hit his masterclass. Great job popping your cherry on the masterclass, Steak. Jordan Love, most passing yards, 10-1, 360. Love, 29-37, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks on the road against the Steelers at night. Very impressed by Jordan Love there. 89 QBR. And on the flip side, Rodgers against his former team, 24-36, 219, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, but a 38 QBR. Ouch. Rodgers, I think the Steelers team stinks. I'm sorry. I just do. They just do. Jalen Warren, 13 carries, 62 yards. Josh Jacobs did not go off. I thought he had a chance to. Only 33 yards rushing. He did have a rushing touchdown. I have him to lead the league in rushing touchdowns. I guess I have no chance because of Jonathan Taylor. So that kind of sucks. But anyways, I love Josh Jacobs. Kraft, 7 catches, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian Watson sees the field, 85 yards and 4 catches. Good for him. Steak, what's your thought on the Packers Steelers? And then I'm curious to hear what Beef has to say.
Yeah. Number one, Josh Jacobs has got to be hurt. Emmanuel Wilson is not a guy who splits carries with Josh Jacobs if he's not hurt.
Great point.
Now that they're 5-1-1, and I'm wondering, like, do we shut this guy down for a couple fucking weeks? Because what are you doing? He looks hurt too. He just doesn't look like himself. He had the 1 touchdown, not anything insane. But yeah, to me, that was my number one takeaway from yesterday was that Josh Jacobs looks hurt because usually this guy's literally playing the same kind of role as Jonathan Taylor. He's that good. I was impressed with Jordan Love. I know Beef said he wasn't. I was impressed with Jordan Love. I thought he was going to come out and try to make a point because it was Aaron Rodgers, and everyone thought it was going to be Aaron Rodgers making the point against the Packers. The Steelers defense is so fucking bad, but I was still impressed with Jordan Love. But yeah, you give up 80 points to Jordan Love and Joe Flacco on back-to-back weeks. You probably got to do a few things on defense differently.
Real quick, sorry, Beef. Tasties Nuts, 5 subs. Appreciate you. Amber Van Camp with a sub. See, we got 163 on Twitch. We got 65 on YouTube. What are you laughing about?
It's just
great. Taste these nuts. Just fucking.
I know. It's unfortunate. I can't even fathom what my neighbors think of me. But if you give out 5 subs, you give out 5 subs. All right. Hey, appreciate you. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Recapping the Week 8 disgusting fest with Beef. All right. So Beef, if you guys aren't familiar, if you're tuning in, Beef and Steak are both Vikings fans. But it sounds like Beef, do you just have it out for Jordan Love, or you just total ball knowledge, no bias? You don't think he's a good quarterback?
No, I just really, it's probably bias. Like I can't say no bias. Like the Packers uniform is probably, if he's wearing a Cowboys uniform, like I love Dak, I'd probably say he's a good quarterback. Fair. But when I watch him, I don't think he's that good. Like I think Jared Goff is a better quarterback in our division, and I don't think Jared Goff's that good. So yeah, there's definitely bias. But also again, the Steelers fucking team is awful. Like this, I can't believe the Vikings lost to him. Rodgers got to retire. I'm sick of watching him. I'm sick of watching him bitch all the time. I don't think he has much talent. I also can't tell if DK is good or not. Hold
on. That is something I did not see, but I saw the clip. What was he yelling about where he was saying like, you fucking motherfucking cocksucker? What was he talking about?
Times. He yelled. I
was going to say, I feel like he was doing it the whole second half.
There was one where they jumped off sides and they didn't call it, and Rodgers started the free play. That was warranted, but like, it's just the Steelers are a weird team. When you get all old guys, like it's never gonna fucking work. Your team is average age is 35 years old. Like your defense is old, Rodgers is old, and also they're just not that good. Like their offense really lacks a lot of talent. I think Jalen Warren kind of rocks though. Yeah. I like him. I think he'd be really good on a team. It's just like a Packers hate. And the Steelers were sharp. It was the easiest Steelers button to press for me just because I hate the Packers. And it was the most dog shit bet of all time.
Yeah, 100% agree with you about Jared Goff. I think at this exact point in time, Jared Goff is definitely.
But Jared Goff also has the most fucking weapons I've ever seen in my life. Like Gibbs, and Jameson Williams is awful. But St. Brown and Gibbs and Montgomery is fucking those three are insane.
Correct, but we're done. We're done making excuses for Jordan Love on that level too. We got him Josh Jacobs. Now we got him a top 5 tight end. We drafted him a wide receiver in the first round. Like, he's out of excuses with weapons too. They just they add a wide receiver every fucking year, it feels like.
I feel like they're all the same wide receivers. They're all like not all average. They're like 1% above average. They're all kind of good, but none of them are great. And he's just got 10 of them. Besides crap.
I got a couple things to add to this. Jordan Love is a frustrating player for me, and I've talked about it. And Sandy on Owner's Box agrees because he watches the Packers. It always feels like there's like a handful of plays someone unplugs Jordan Love's controller, and he just makes like really, really bad mistakes, like Will Levis type of mistakes that can cost you games. And clearly he didn't do that on this game. Back-to-back road games for the Packers. They started really slow against Arizona. Again, survived the scare. The things that I like to bet on the following week. I'm very impressed with how he played. Looking at the stats, I didn't watch second half. What I am so done with, and I can't believe. Do you guys follow Bob Does Sports and Brilliantly Dumb?
I know.
Yeah. He had he apparently, so he streams now, which I didn't know that. I just thought he makes like videos with food reviews and shit. But he's a funny dude, and he had a parlay to win $90,000, and the last leg was Romeo Doubs touchdown. And he had a cash out option of 26 grand. And he didn't take it. They streamed it, whatever. I didn't watch any of it, but obviously you wake up and you see it. Let me tell you something. All right. And I want to tell you, everybody that's friends, followers of the show. I think trying to get cute with the right Packers touchdown scorer for a receiver is one of the worst decisions you can make. And putting one in a parlay is never a good idea. Obviously, you say this in hindsight because it didn't hit. I know that. But this is what's so fucking annoying. The Packers have all these guys to catch touchdown passes, and Savion Williams gets one catch, 8 yards for a touchdown. Tucker Kraft gets the other 2. I can't do it. You will never see me bet a touchdown score that's a Packers receiver. I can't do it. But the other thing I want to say, I'm so sick of the Matthew Golden shit. I'm so sick of it. 3 catches.
I think Sandy's a big part of it because he ladders him every fucking game. That's where I see Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden gets talked about a fuck ton.
That's my point, Beef. I'm so sick of the Matthew Golden talk. I'm so sick of it. It was a weird draft pick to begin with when you have 4 wide receivers. And that was the joke I think somebody made on Twitter that went viral. Like, oh, the Packers drafted their 5th wide receiver too or something. Yeah. 3 catches for 4 yards. How do you even do that?
Yeah, Sandy laddered. I don't want to go at Sandy because I love Sandy, but Sandy laddered him, and I was laughing because at one point he had 1 catch for -1 yards. And I was like, if he ends at -1, this would be the worst and funniest fucking ladder of all time. Like, that would rock. I don't know. I don't know why they drafted another wide receiver. I don't think any of their receivers are bad. I just don't think any of them are really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree on your take on the touchdowns. If you're not betting Kraft or Jacobs, you're just throwing away money and guessing at that point. You might as well take Savion Williams at plus 1,000 because he's got the same odds. Or same chance as Romeo Doubs, probably, besides his random 3 touchdown game. Yeah, I agree. It's a good take. There's certain teams out there that are awful. As a guy who likes to bet touchdown scores, awful teams. The Chiefs are a great team to bet on. Awful team to bet touchdowns. The most random motherfuckers score the Chiefs touchdowns.
Why does this guy keep saying, DGen, take a lap, stop yelling? Am I yelling?
It must be the AirPod thing. I feel like when you have AirPods in, you sound really loud.
Do I sound really loud? I kind of just feel like I'm not even. I'm not even. You're getting 10 minutes in the bin. I feel like Jay Thorpe woke up and just decided to be fucking annoying today.
Jay Thorpe is a hater for some. When I was on Bookit's stream, they were like, "Oh, fucking Jay Thorpe's hating again." Jay Thorpe is a beef meat rider, so I don't know. I love Jay Thorpe. Jay Thorpe must be a hater.
I gotta be honest, dude. I don't know if you've noticed this from watching the stream, but DGen is Hitler sometimes.
Well, yeah. Let's be real though. There has to be some order in the court, and we're vibing. The chat's buzzing. There's 230 people in here. Everybody is commenting on the games, and all I ever see this guy comment is, "DGen, stop yelling."
Yeah, okay.
We'll see what he says for himself after 10 minutes.
No, you get in 10 minutes. Okay, I think that pretty much does it for the recap in NFL Week 8. Let me see if I missed a game. Did I miss a game? I wanted to talk to you guys about my thoughts real quick before we preview. Steak, you said the loser of this game is going to win the Super Bowl. Do you remember which game I was talking about?
Yeah, it was Ravens Chiefs, and the Ravens lost.
I think I want to take the Ravens to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be on that wavelength, but I'm not.
God damn it. Do they really?
It seems to be a thing, especially when the Steelers play so bad. So you basically tell yourself, like, if Lamar comes back, they're going to win this division because the Steelers stink. They just fucking
they're
lost.
the favorites. They're the favorites again now.
Exactly. Yep, exactly.
Which they should be, by the way. I think that's a smart bet. The Steelers are pathetic.
Let's start. They play the Dolphins next week on Thursday Night Football.
So auto win.
Yep, gotta be. How's it not?
They play the Dolphins, the Vikings, the Browns, the Jets, the Bengals, the Steelers, the Bengals. Oh my God.
God, if Lamar's back, they could run the fucking table.
I'm taking that.
Is the Vikings game in Minnesota?
Yeah. My brother's a Ravens fan. I have an Eagles fan brother and a Ravens fan brother. I'm going to both games with them, and I just get to sit there and watch them live their dreams, and I just sit there and cry. It's awesome.
Gotta be honest. You just said that like gay son thought daughter.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Ravens brother, Eagles brother.
Oh yeah, no, it's the fucking worst. I don't know.
Yeah,
like I think they just.
I'll say it, dude. I'm sorry, but I hate your brother. That's an Eagles fan from Minnesota. I hate that kid.
I hate him too. I can't stand him. And he's like the other one's just a fucking he's was a really good football player, like likes the team. He's a fan, like a normal fan. The Eagles one is like a diehard, like he's flown there twice to Philadelphia and watched a game by himself. Like
but just to be clear, no ties to Philadelphia in your family, right?
Zero.
Hate that.
Yeah. Zero.
Is he the guy that wore an Eagles jersey to a Vikings game when they weren't playing the Eagles?
Correct.
Yeah, no, you can't do that.
We were sitting row 5 in the end zone, and he was watching the Eagles game on his phone the entire time.
Oh my God! You know what? I'm so out. I mean, I just would not. I wouldn't do anything football related.
The worst part is he like wants to. He is a giant. Out of our 3 brothers, he is the biggest pussy. Like he would start fights in a bar, and then like he's short and fat. Love you, McCaden. Short and fat. And then start a fight and then run up behind like me and my other brother and be like, this guy wants to fight me. Like the biggest pussy ever. But now I don't know. He's got just this big dick. Like we were in we were pre-gaming at this bar for the Eagles game, and he's starting Eagles chants, and they're all saying "fuck you," and he's yelling like "fuck you" back to him. I was like, who the fuck? Like he thinks he's from Philly. I think. Like
that sounds
like we're from Philly. We don't care. I'm like, you're not from Philly. You've never been from Philly.
Dude, one of my best friends is from Philly. His entire family is from Philly. Diehard Eagles fan, and he is textbook everything you expect from Philly.
I think all the rumors are like. I asked him. I was like, "Is like everything people think about Philly fans true?" He's like, "Yeah, they're the biggest assholes." Like
1,000,000%.
And Vikings fans are probably, sadly, the nicest people ever. Like, there's just no like these Eagles fans took over these bars, and the Vikings fans are like, "Yeah, good job, guys." I'm like, dude, I fucking hate being a Vikings fan. It's the worst.
That's exactly what they're like.
No, it's the worst. It's awful. It's a never-ending cycle.
All right, let's talk Monday Night Football tonight. Beav, you said it. I kind of agree. This game sort of sucks. I think Jane Daniels is out. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jane Daniels is out. Marcus Mariota's in. But sounds like they get Debo and Terry McLaurin back. Weird timing. I don't know about
Terry. Is Terry official?
Oh, maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. I was going to say, honestly, man, sometimes you just want to treat certain games like bye weeks and just get healthy and make a push later in the season. Like I almost wish the Bucs did that against the Lions, but whatever. $2.6 million wagered in this game. It looks like most of the picket sharps like the Chiefs. Makes sense. Total is pretty split. The most popular touchdown market is Travis Kelce. Not even close. 2-1 on him to score a touchdown, which is even money. Yeah, I mean, look, it's probably going to be the Chiefs. Oh, sorry. It's probably going to be the Chiefs. The Commanders' defense is a real problem. Like they are old, they are slow. I guess the question is though, is this where as an NFL bettor you get contrarian and you push the Commanders because nobody else is? Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you what the total was in this game. Kind of high. Total in this game is 48. Should it be 48? Am I overthinking this?
I don't know how the Commanders score more than 10.
48.5. Go ahead. Give me your thoughts on this game. I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
I don't think I can take a side. These are the games that I typically stay away besides yesterday. Like if there's a double-digit spread, I'm probably staying away. It seems like when there's a double-digit spread, though, you take the favorite and they win by 20 almost every fucking time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to do some sort of chalk parlay with the Dodgers because I'm just a square at this point. So I don't know. I think the Chiefs just murder him.
God damn. I kind of want to take the Commanders, and not because I'm trying to be contrarian, because I don't know if taking a 12-point underdog is that contrarian. But we talked about backups. I'm not glazing Marcus Mariota by any means. It's not a glaze.
I'll glaze him with you.
For this team, he fits pretty good as a backup, right? Like,
I think watching him this year, he's kind of been better than Jaden Daniels in these games. Like, he's better than him.
Exactly what I was going to say. Like, it's sad to say that when you've seen Marcus Mariota in there, it almost looks like he has better command of the offense. And I guess DJ's right. Terry McLaurin's got receiving props up. He's got touchdown odds. So you're telling me you're giving Marcus Mariota back, Deebo Samuel, and Terry
Debo's
McLaurin?
also back?
Who? Oh, yeah.
Debo's back.
He's official.
God, no, I kind of like him too.
I
mean, there's no chance they win the game, but I could see him covering.
Yeah, I could see it being tied in the fourth quarter and Mahomes doing Mahomes things, which won't surprise me. And then the only other thing, because you like touchdown scores, it feels like they're really trying to get this guy, Brashard Smith, involved as like a receiving back, some kind of weapon they don't have on the team. He's plus 260 to score tonight, which is significantly better odds than Kareem Hunt. I know Kareem Hunt got hurt in the last game, but I like Brashard Smith touchdown.
It's so hard to bet on a fucking running back because, like, I'll get square every time I get square and take Kareem Hunt, and it's not square because he's like plus 200 to score. He'll score 2 every time, and then I get cute with Pacheco. Pacheco is fucking allergic to the red zone, and they hate him. Inside the 5, they say get the fuck out of the stadium. They don't even let him watch the game when they're inside the 5. It's fucking insane. It's again the worst team in the league. To bet on a touchdown scorers. Like, the Chiefs are the worst.
Well, the Chiefs running backs are like the Packers wide receivers.
But even their wide receivers aren't even like now with Rice back, like it's random, and then all of a sudden Noah Gray fucking scores. Like, it's the most random shit.
Also, one last thing, sorry. Debo is plus 260 and Terry McLaurin's plus 300. I'll go on a whim and say one of those guys will score tonight. One of them.
I think you just put $100 on both of those and take your
Don't
zero chance both of them score, but yeah, one of them for sure will. So
the return of Rashee Rice was last week, and
balled out.
Yep, they wasted no time going to him. 10 targets. Brashard Smith had 5, 7 catches, 42 yards. Not much receiving yards. 2 touchdowns though. Steak, what did I tell you last week? When
Rashee Rice only had 42 yards last week?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they stopped throwing in the third.
I was like, they didn't even play in the second half.
Right. Yeah, 15 carries for Pacheco. Oh no, Kareem Hunt doesn't do anything. I started him over.
Got hurt, I think.
Okay. Oh, got it. Gardner Minshew got in. That's funny. I said it was Xavier Worthy day last week when Rice came back, and Worthy didn't do anything. Well, he had 3 catches, 35 yards, not anything. His prop was 39.5. I think I'm going to go back to Worthy. That's my guy in this game. I think I'm just going to take receiving yards. I don't think that the Chiefs are going to – I understand in the NFL you don't need style points. You need to run up the score or anything like that. I don't see any reason that the Chiefs are going to come out sluggish. I think the Chiefs are pissed off that they're 4-3. And I think every week they're going to try to they're going to take their opponents seriously. They're not going to have hiccups. And I think they're going to try to look as good as they can. Like, I don't think they're going to Dodgers it this early in the season. You kind of know what I mean by that, where like they hit a slump and they're just playing for the playoff.
They already did that, to be honest.
Exactly.
Their slump, yeah.
Exactly. So we have a lot of season left. Again, it's only 7 games. It's game 8. You got 9 more. Not even really halfway there, almost there. But I don't see the Chiefs on Monday Night Football being 4-3, taking this game lightly or any opponent lightly. So I like the Chiefs. The total seems really high. I think that means scoring. Yeah, I think it could be like a 41-21 game. And I would take Debo to score and Rice touchdown. Debo to score and Worthy yards is what I would take.
And also, one thing I want to remind you, like, the Chiefs are 4-3 and they're fine probably, but they're not the Ravens who play in the shitty division. They're 3rd place in their division right now. They're behind the Chargers, and the Broncos are 6-2. So the Chiefs still can't make any mistakes.
Yep.
This is how stupid I am, and people think I know what I'm doing. I'm such a fucking idiot. I just said 5 minutes ago I don't see how the Commanders scored more than 10 points. And then I said, I like the over.
Yep.
Add Kami's team total 18.5 to my card. That's the most beat play of all time. I mean, and I said the Chiefs are going to murder them. Like, I'm just the biggest idiot of all time.
Don't you think that 18.5 is a little interesting? Like, I know the Commanders can't score, but it's the Chiefs defense, which people respect. It's usually a nasty team total that you usually take are like 17.5.
Well, yeah, that's also what put me into retirement with some nasty team totals. So yeah, that is my usual go-to, but no, I'm taking that. I also think Mariota's better than Jaden Daniels. Call me crazy. Jaden Daniels this year's looked like shit.
He's
now, not better than, but he's playing better than.
Yeah, playing better.
Yes, correct. You would not take Mariota on your team over Jaden Daniels, but I think watching the games, Mariota is a lot. Don't even mention Delaware. Put him in the bin too. If you mention Delaware, you get banned.
Don't you guys think it's funny how differently we're talking about these teams when one is 3-4 and one is 4-3?
Yeah.
And we're acting like they're just completely different. Degen, what's up with Chewy? We owe Chewy his 15 minutes.
I actually have no idea. I have no
Chewy
idea.
He was in here.
I have a quick question though. That was the NFL recap and Monday Night Football. Thank you, B, for joining. This was a good time. I am curious. Brian Kelly is gone in LSU, and you have a couple job openings. You've got Florida, you've got LSU, you've got Penn State. Who do you guys think? Do you have any thoughts on who will fill some of these seats? Who do you think where do you think the top job is? Have you given it any thought?
He's such a Penn State guy.
Who?
Kelly.
He is.
Oh, yeah. Pranav from Pickett sent us that yesterday, and I was like, hey, permission to tweet this because I could so see him. And now listen, people commented and they push back. Nobody likes Brian Kelly. But again, I'm a Notre Dame fan, and I remember the Charlie Weiss years. Those were awful. I mean, we went 3-9. Fans were throwing snowballs at the players when Manti Te'o was down there. Kelly brought us to a national championship, brought Notre Dame to multiple college playoffs, went undefeated with fucking Everett Golson. Ian Book is the winningest quarterback in Notre Dame history. Like, the guy wins everywhere he goes. Cincinnati went to a bowl game undefeated and won. What were they at the time? The Big East. Central Michigan won whatever conference they were in. The guy wins. It just wasn't a fit at LSU for whatever reason. He might be washed, but I agree. I think Penn State is a better fit for him.
He just didn't like certain coaches belong in certain places, and LSU is probably I don't like to use the word aura or swag, but LSU probably had the most fucking aura with Justin Jefferson and all that. I'm like, that was the spot. Like, that they're making the TikToks, they're doing everything. You can't get the cringiest coach in the fucking world as your school. Penn State, no fucking aura at Penn State. Penn State's perfect place for Brian Kelly to coach.
I know this is probably dumb ass question, but you brought up LSU, and I think they're a great point. Did Paul Skeens go to LSU? Yeah. They just have the coolest alumni ever. They fucking go to a game and it's Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Paul Skeens, Shaq,
Livy Dunn.
It feels like, for me, I'm a Gators fan, and I think we might miss out on Lane Kiffin because he chooses to go to LSU. LSU is the number one job out of those three: Penn State, Florida, and LSU. I just wonder if one of those guys, like James Franklin at Florida and Brian Kelly at Penn State, would be absolutely fucking hilarious. Ben Simmons is hilarious.
Chewy, we already said that. Chewy's in. Chewy, you coming on or what? I'm looking forward to this.
Are you ready to stream or not?
Chewy, you are allowed to come on and glaze the Bulls because as we talked about, they beat the Magic, and this was the deal that we made.
Send him the link. He said he's ready. Send him the link.
All right, B, do you want to stay on for Chewy?
Can I stay in the side for this?
Yeah, of course. Right. I wanted to. Oh, the other thing I want to ask you guys: do you think I'm not a James Franklin guy, like, at all? Do you think he's going to coach anywhere?
I'll tell you, bro. You guys can shit on me all you want. I would take him at the University of Florida, and here's
Terrible.
why.
Awful.
I would take him.
Awful.
I would take him, and here's why.
Awful.
I don't want another up and comer. I do not want another up and comer. We tried Jim McElway. You know, he had so much success at Central Michigan or Western Michigan, wherever the fuck he was, and he sucked. We tried Dan Mullen because he was good at Mississippi State. He didn't suck, but he didn't get the job done. And then we take this fucking asshole from the Sun Belt and we say he's going to be fine. And I'll be honest with you, man, I would like to get an established coach this time. And if it's James Franklin with a chip on his shoulder, I'll take it. Might seem like a bad take now, but I genuinely believe a couple years down the road, you'll be singing a different tune.
To be honest, Penn State's probably just going to get Matt Rule, which I think is, I don't know how I feel.
No, they're not. No,
he's very good. He's
They're
not
not
good.
hiring Matt Rule. They're not
Matt Rule
hiring Matt Rule.
Former. He played for Penn State, dude.
It doesn't
That's such a
matter.
thing to do.
It doesn't matter. You don't just hire a guy because he played there. That doesn't equate
That
to
is what they
success.
do. That is exactly what everyone does.
I know, but I guess the thing is, when you just had a failure from a guy who can win big games, you don't then hire a dude like Matt Rule. You just don't.
Matt Rule can't even win not big games.
He can't beat fucking Minnesota, dude.
Almost killed Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield's entire career. Matt Rule is a terrorist.
Yeah. Bet the no, DGen. Bet the no, then DGen on it. Chew. Good
Dream
morning.
blunt rotation right here. Dream
blunt rotation.
I just have something to say to Steak. How about them Bulls, Steak? How you like that?
I hated it, Chew. I hated literally every second of it. And
I actually, you guys will be proud of me for this because I didn't want to just come up and recap. I made some notes for y'all if y'all are interested.
Yeah, I'm super interested.
All right.
What's happening?
DGen, you'll be proud of me.
I already am.
And Chad will be proud of me also. I actually watched this game, like play by play. I took notes from the first half. So I'm going to go ahead and recap for you guys exactly how I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So notes from the first half.
Wait, real quick, and ask one question.
Sure.
Is it Bulls and Magic both, or is it just Bulls only?
It's my boys. I mean, I had to give you the recap.
Let's go.
Nothing against the Magic, but I'm just gonna give you the recap of what I saw.
I also have a question before you start again. You said I actually watched this game. Do you not watch other games?
So
Uh-oh.
I made a promise to myself this year. I made a promise that I'm gonna watch the game by game, and I'm gonna take notes just so people will be like, "Oh, Chewy, do you even actually watch the games?"
I like this.
Yeah. So I'm trust me, you guys are gonna love it. So my notes from the first half. Best half so far from Patrick Williams. We all know that this dude's been a bust. And I kid you not, you should have seen the biggest smile on my face that I had after that. And then also, when they put out Io, Jalen, Kevin Herter, and P-Dub, best second unit. We won that game because of the bench. The bench had 58 points. 58 points, people. And then Isaac Carl, man. I got to apologize to him because I was not a fan of that. Because I love Lonzo, man. But after seeing Okoro's rebounding ability, I'm like, all right, you know what? This dude's about defense. We got a lot of offensive players on the team. Let me go ahead and give this guy his props. And Kevin Herter, his nickname's Red Velvet. One thing about me you're going to learn, I kid you not, you watch a Bulls game from the local commentators, I kid you not. I know all the nicknames and everything. So Red Velvet, I'm real impressed with his rebounding ability, his passing ability, and his ability to drive to the basket and do that little, hook shot floater. I mean, come on, Steak. You can't tell me you didn't like seeing that.
I didn't, Chewy. I didn't like seeing it.
Now, here's the part. Here's the part we're going to be like, wait, Chewy, we won the game. So why are you talking about that? Because I'm going to tell you why I'm going to talk about it. The problem in the first half, Matas was playing out there like he was scared. He wasn't playing with that same vibe and energy that he was playing in the first game. So, the kid's 21. He looks scared out there. So hopefully tonight against the Atlanta Hawks, fuck Trae Young, he's gonna step up. And then also we had a lot of empty possessions. There was one possession where Vooch did a pick and roll to Trae Jones. Trae Jones just passed the ball out of bounds. Can't be doing that. And so this now that's the bad. Here's the good. Io. I know a lot of people were telling me in the Discord, Io sucks. Io's not good. Hang it up, Chewy. Why are we banning Io Stuma in 2025? Dude, the man can ball. Like the man can ball. And Trae Jones, man. The nickname that people are starting to give Trae Jones is Little Demon. Little Demon. The dude's Alex Caruso 2.0 Cookie Monster with the ball. From my guy Stacey King. They call it the cookies. He's stealing the ball. He's being a dog on the defensive end. Dude's like, what, 5'11"? He's a speedy little demon. But, yeah, overall, we won that game because of our bench. And I made some notes here about some of the guys that I thought were like, the keys to the game, the troubles and all that. So I'm going to go ahead and explain. Matas, obviously, as we know, in the box score, he got into foul trouble a bit. If you look at his stats, real low. So you know what I think he's going to do tonight? He's going to go ahead and bounce back. So, I mean, think about it. 12 minutes, 3 points, 3 rebounds, 1 for 5 from shooting, but he also got into foul trouble. So, I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But he's 21. He played a little inexperienced out there, and he was scared. So hopefully, the home crowd tonight, he can go ahead and step up and give us those slam jammers that he was giving us in that first game. Kevin Hurt and P-Dub, like I said, those two impressed me a whole lot. I know it's only been 2 games, but everybody's saying, Patrick Williams a bust. Oh my God. I'll agree. He's been a bust ever since we drafted him. But dude played the game of his life out there. And Kevin Herter, man, aka Red Velvet, really, really impressed me. He really impressed me. Again, I know it's only been 2 games, but I really, really love how this team is being physical. They're attacking the rim, and they're doing exactly what Billy Donovan said at the beginning of the season, which I was telling people in the Discord this, and I know you guys are busy live, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. Billy Donovan said before the beginning of the season that he wants the Bulls to get to the rim more, get to the line more, and just be physical and attack, not go back to that, how the game is now, just shooting threes. I love this new style of Bulls basketball I'm seeing. And then I would assume, man, all I gotta say is, 2 games, he's looked the same as he did last year. I'll hit some huge threes down the clutch, and Jalen Smith. Steak, I know you had the look on your face like, oh my God, Chewy's gonna come on Monday, isn't he? After I'll hit that third 3. Like, I know you were just thinking like, oh my God, this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was thinking about you the entire game, and I don't care what that sounds like. I was thinking of you the entire game. It was not a good time for me.
So I know you guys have a lot of stuff to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little story about these nicknames. So we got Patrick Williams, aka P Dub. We got Dalen Terry. I call him DT.
Wait, I got one too. I got one for you. Can you give me a story on why they call Josh Giddey P Giddey?
P Giddey? Oh, because of the whole minor shit.
Minor shit.
Yeah, with the whole with the whole Snapchat leak of him messing with that minor.
Oh, got it. So that's where we got the P Giddey nickname. My favorite one.
Chewy, did you freeze?
You killed him. You killed him with that comment.
Oh, I'm back. I'm still here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here. So
I'm just curious. Does every single Bulls player have a nickname, or are you making these nicknames?
So Stacey King and Adam Amin, who obviously DJ, and I'm sure you know who Stacey King is. Adam Amin also does NFL, and he also does some MLB. I've met both of them in person. Real nice guys. But sometimes on TV you'll hear Stacey King give some of them nicknames. Kevin Herter, Red Velvet. Dalen Terry, DT, I gave him that nickname, but Stacey King also calls him that. Julian Phillips, JP, I gave him that nickname. You got Io Dos Tres. Every time he hits a 3, Uno, Dos, Tres, Io Dos Tres. Get it? It's catchy.
I actually do like that.
That was Aura.
And then we got Trey Jones, Little Demon. Stacey King didn't give him that. Everybody in the Bulls community is giving him that. So I'll go ahead and give him that. But yeah, Steak. Hey, Steak, I'm telling you, and DJen also, and even B, if you want to come along. Imagine all of us at a Bulls game out here against the Magic. The next time Bulls play the Magic, that would be scenes.
Chills.
No.
That would be scenes. That would be scenes.
I don't know that I'll ever get on a plane for an NBA game, Chewy. But it would be fun. Like if we didn't have to travel, it would be fun.
Oh, by the way, I must ask, because I ask both of you this every day, and I don't know if Beeb's used to this bit, but how are you guys' wives doing? Are you guys' wives doing good?
Is that a bit? Why is that a bit?
I ask Steak this all the time. Ask Steak, it's a bit.
Anytime I'm on camera with Chewy asks about my wife, it's definitely a bit. She's doing good, man, but she's not in the house right now, so no Con Knipple.
Everyone's good. Con Knipple is playing very well. Chewy, I got to wrap it up. That was excellent. I think you exceeded everyone's expectations. Love the notes, love the recaps, love the details, the nicknames. That was awesome. And I do believe Steak when he says that he thought about you the entire time. What does that shirt say?
I got a new Bulls jacket.
Red Velvet.
I got a new Bulls jacket.
DT. That is actually a pretty nice jacket.
Hey, I really, Chewy, you did an amazing job. Do you want to hit everyone with a bed flip before you go, or you want to?
Oh yeah, 100%. I got you guys on a bed flip, no problem. That's why I'm here. Let's go.
That was great. That was phenomenal. Chew, well done. Well done. Thank you for coming on. Beef, thanks for coming on. It was a great recap. Great Monday. Don't know how else you'd rather start your week. Great job. Chew. Have a great day. Beef, have a great day. Steak, I'll talk to you later.
I just want to say I love all of you, and thanks for having me on. And just know, DJ, I got to say it. If you're not subscribed to the newsletter, thin ice. Go ahead and subscribe to that newsletter.
Thank you, Chewy. We appreciate it. Thank you
guys.
very much.
No doubt.
All right, guys, take it easy. Beef, thank you. Take it easy. All right, everybody. Whoops. That was great, by the way. Unbelievable recap there from Chewy. Congratulations on the Bulls victory. Thank you to Beef for joining us, and we will send you guys over to Owner's Box right now. Thank you for tuning in. I think we had a record number of people in here live at one point. Don't know if it was Chew. Don't know if it was Beef. It certainly wasn't Steak and I. But here we go. Make sure if you're in YouTube, like the stream, subscribe to the page. If you're in Twitch, hit a follow. Thanks for all the subscriptions. You guys are great. I'm going to send you over to Owner's Box now, and we will talk later. Good luck on all your wagers tonight. Xavier Worthy for me. Debo Samuel touchdown, probably the over. You heard Beavy's going to be on the Commanders team total over. Sounds awful. Wasn't exactly sure what Steak like, but check you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. Peace.